Hello, everybody. Good evening. I hope you're all doing well and you're happy and you're ready because we have made it all the way to Friday. It is Friday night, which means the weekend is almost here, which means the Texas Deathmatch is here. That's right, tonight is finally the night that we have been looking forward to all week. It was announced last Friday that we'd be having the Texas Deathmatch on Rampage, and that's exactly what we're having tonight. Tonight's going to be a Texas Deathmatch between Adam Cole and Adam Page at AEW Rampage for the AEW World Championship. The stakes are high, and I am so thrilled. Let's see how this all turns out, but one thing's for sure, tonight is going to be a great and a very memorable night, and I can see my brother Ricky is already here. Ricky, it is so good to see you, brother. I hope you're ready, because tonight is going to be amazing. We're going to be having a lot of fun. We're going to be watching, Rampage. We're going to be watching SmackDown. We're going to be watching Level Up. It's going to be a great night indeed. And Ricky, as you already know, no sleep, but you know what? We're going strong. And I'm running on adrenaline right now because we are here for a lot of fun. With that being said, Rampage is on the air, and they're kicking things off here. Okay, let's see how this all turns out because Rampage is on. Which match is going to open the show? We know AEW likes to open up big. We know they like to open up with a big show, with a big match. So could they be opening with the Adam versus Adam match? Let's see. Alright, Rampage is on the air and the big fight feud is already going on. As we can see, there are multiple men in the ring already, which means that no, we're not opening with the championship match already. But they're not wasting any more time. You know, it's a 1 hour show. They want to get the most done. And that's why no entrances. And most of the men are already in the ring. One entrance, though, for Bryan Danielson. He gets his own entrance. Everybody else already in the ring. Look at that. Well, let's go. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, is here. Look at that. That's sweet. It's Friday. You know what that means? That's right, Ricky. It is Friday. It means that tonight is all about the Texas Deathmatch. Tonight is all about the championship match. And tonight, we're going to be having not one, but two title defenses. We're also having the Intercontinental Championship being defended on SmackDown. Jinder Mahal is going to be taking on Ricochet to go after the Intercontinental Championship. So we'll see how that goes. You know, during my interview with Jinder Mahal, he promised me that he was going to be the Grand Slam champion. He said he was going to go after the IC Championship. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be interesting. And good to see everybody here. Hope you're all doing well. And as we can see here, we already have all the men in the ring. We got an entrance for Bryan Danielson, we got an entrance for Utah, and now we're getting an elaborate entrance from Jon Moxley. And, you know, it's so interesting that these guys are all in the same faction, but they get their own individual and unique entrances. I like that. I got no problems with that. But look at that, the fans are rooting in support for Jon Moxley. They love this guy, right? They love this guy. And Ricky says, I pick Moxley and Bryan. I think that's a great pick, Ricky. Let's see how this match turns out, though. We've also got Utah. Utah is going to be on his side for the first time ever. It's going to be Moxley, it's going to be Utah, it's going to be Bryan Danielson, you know, in the same corner tonight for the first time ever. So you'll see it. Hey, AJ, made it. YouTube didn't let me know. Wow, Andy, YouTube being an ultimate heel, right? Such a heel move. But good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And is Bryan bleeding already? Jason, good to see you, brother. Is Bryan bleeding? Let's see. I don't see blood. I don't see blood so far myself, but I hope he's not. That wouldn't be nice. Yeah, I don't see blood myself, but let's see. Let's see if you're already bleeding. But Jason, good to see you. Andy, Ricky, James, my brother, good to see you, James. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're excited because tonight is going to be all about the gold. We know that tonight is the AEW World Championship match, and after this one, we're going to be having the Intercontinental Championship match too on SmackDown. So tonight is all about the gold. Match is on. No more pick. There you go, Ricky. I love that. All right. So Utah is kicking things off for his team, and they're going after the Gun Club. And as we can see here, Utah is somehow, all right, yeah, he's in control. So, of course, the Gun Club got the first laugh, and they are kind of, you know, playing around right now, horsing around right now. But that doesn't mean that the momentum is on their side. They're just buying time for themselves, because we know when Utah gets the momentum on his side, he's never letting it go. And there you go. Yeah, he has the momentum on his side already. Yes, I did not get notified either. That's great, James. That's great. Beautiful. YouTube being YouTube. I know that YouTube's algorithm is not working in my favor these past few days, but YouTube's YouTube. Cannot do anything about it, is right. So we're just gonna be here, have some fun, and wait for YouTube's algorithm to finally work in our favor once again. But right now, we're just gonna sit back and enjoy the show. And as we can see, the Owen Hart Tournament qualifier also going to be taking place tonight. Ruby Soho is going to be in action, so we'll see how that goes. But Texas Deathmatch, the match that everybody's looking forward to. Texas Deathmatch is taking place tonight. Now, how is that match going to be? You know, what's going to happen? How long will it be? Is it going to be overrun over time? Is it going to be a draw because of time limit? Anything can happen. It's only a 1 hour show. It's a big match that is the main event. We've got at least 2 more matches before that, so anything can happen. Ricky, you don't have to thank me, brother. Well, you know, it's a family here, and we all are praying for you always. And thank you for always being so strong and always being so supportive, Ricky. Much love to you. As we can see here, Bryan Danielson in the ring, and he is in control. And must I tell you guys, this Monday Night Raw, we're gonna be having a very special watch along. I'm gonna be, not in this room, that's for sure. I'm not gonna be here. I could be calling the action with some of the all-time greats. I could be perhaps at Monday Night Raw. But Monday Night Raw, we're going to be having a very special watch-along, and I can guarantee you one thing. It's not going to be happening in this room that we usually have our watch-alongs in, but it's going to be at a very special place. It could be anywhere. Could be in the arena. But tune in Monday. I got something special for you guys. And Andy says, that's right, Andy. It's a family. Absolutely, Ricky. Yep, and good to see you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And as we can see here, Danielson, as well as the Gun Club members, the most senior member of the Gun Club, Billy Gunn, face to face. And Billy Gunn is in such a good shape, by the way. At this age, how is he in such a good shape? I mean, knocking the wood. Beautiful. Look at that. And he goes flying right chest first into the top turnbuckle. Bryan going with those big chops and those big kicks, alternating between the chops and the kicks, and he's on fire. And he gets the run up right there, and with a wow, big kick. Beautiful. Bryan is on fire, as we see. AJ, are you going to see Raw live in person? Ricky, anything can happen, but I'll tell you what. It's gonna be live. And I could be at Raw. I could be there inside that very arena. I could be there ringside. I could be anywhere in the world. But we're gonna be having a very special watch along on Monday for Monday Night Raw. And I'll tell you, it's not gonna be happening in this room. It probably will be happening in the arena, around the arena, somewhere there. But it's gonna be super interesting. I can't wait to see how it goes. I'm super excited myself. That's right, King Tones, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're excited and ready for the main event. So as we can see here, we had the poll up already, and we see that Adam Page is getting most of the votes here. 69% of you. What a great number. 69% of you think it's going to be Adam Page that's going to be going over Adam Cole here tonight. So we will find out. Is it going to be Page who's going to be retaining the title? Is it going to be Cole who's going to be walking away with the championship? We'll find out. And Kate James says, I hope your watch along is in the Raw commentators table on Monday. James, I love that. It could happen. The Great Khali with you. The Great Khali, if it's Great Khali, we'll have to do the watch along in Hindi. But no, it's not going to be the Great Khali, no. If it's there, if he's coming over, it's going to be an interview, not a watch along. But I like for it to happen. Would love to do something with the Great Khali one day. But wow. And King says, Mr. AJ, when last time you attended a wrestling event? WrestleMania 35. WrestleMania 35, I was actually flown down to New York by the WWE, and I was there for the whole week, attended all the shows, a fully paid trip by the WWE. What a great experience that was. So WrestleMania 25 in 2019, I believe. Time flies, but what a great event that was. AJ, I think New Age Outlaws will reunite. It could happen. I actually see it coming too, Andy. It could happen. And wow, YouTube's algorithm, by the way, is not supporting. I can see that most of our family is not here today. Bobby's not here. Nobody's here. They probably don't even know that we're live because of the algorithm that's not telling you guys that I'm live. That sucks. All right, so as we can see here, the Gun Club is actually they're not in control right now. Bryan Danielson is in control once again. The Gun Club trying to slow him down, but nothing's gonna slow him down. That's right. AJ, when you rise to that status, don't forget. Andy, what are you talking about? Never. I'm never forgetting you guys. You guys are family, right? And I told you that we're gonna be watching a WrestleMania together. That's something that we all have to do together. So, come on, never forgetting you guys. We guys are family. And let's see. By the way, let's hope that I get to somewhere near that status. Let's hope. And as we can see here, Moxley's in there with the big clothesline. Gotta love that. Look at that. And a big suplex. Sweet stuff. Sweet. And Utah, by the way, is standing on the apron looking very happy. Last week on Rampage, we saw him bleeding and, bleeding profusely and having such a tough night. And right here he is with those people that made him bleed last week. It's crazy how relationships and friendships and wrestling can work. Last week they made you bleed, and this week you're teaming up with them. That's nice, right? It's cool. And as we can see here, Moxley going for the superplex on the top rope. Let's see if that's going to be happening, or somebody interferes. And Moxley, it connects. All right, but no efforts right there. No problem whatsoever. Moxley hits him with a big superplex. And he goes for, oh wow, he's going to go for a double suplex now. All right, okay. This is going to be, double DDT instead. Double DDT from Moxley to the Gun Club. Look at that. AJ should have 1 billion subscribers. Thank you for that, James. Thank you for that. But as we know, the algorithm doesn't like to work, especially tonight, in my favor. So hopefully in the future, one day. Did you see you wearing SmackDown color? That's right, Andy. I was dressed for SmackDown. And you know what? By the way, Moxley tags Yuta in. He's finally in the match, and he's on fire once again. Wow, goes flying once again from the top rope onto Billy Gunn right there. Gonna go for the cover. It could have been a 3 right there, but he kicks. But the pinfall was broken right there. Moxley comes into the aid of Yuta, and Yuta is down. Bryan Danielson and Moxley walking around the ring. It's surprising because it's Aubrey who's the official, and she's not stopping any of this chaos. She's not saying no to Moxley or Bryan. And there you go. Billy Gunn gets up. And just as he saw that Moxley and Bryan were going to go for a big dive, Billy Gunn gets up and hits them with a clothesline of his own. And there you go. We have Billy Gunn and we have Yuta in the ring face to face. Yuta looks kind of nervous. Billy Gunn looks like he's been challenged and he's not very happy about it. Let's see how this ends up, because we see Yuta going with those big elbow strikes right there on Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn, wow, hits him with a big one. Are you kidding me? Wow, you even saw Aubrey bounce off her feet like that, because that was a hard move right there. Look at that. And Andy, thank you for that. Yes, that's right. I was wearing a SmackDown matching color outfit, and I tried to color coordinate for every show. The funny story is I actually had my tuxedo ready for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, but there were just so many people, and the shows were so close to each other, right after each other, that I could never get the time to change from my suit to my tuxedo. But I was all suited up, and I was ready to, wear my fancy clothes for Hall of Fame. But there were so many shows happening together that I just couldn't get the time. But hopefully one day. I met Billy Gunn many years ago, got his autograph. That's amazing, Andy. What can you tell us about Billy Gunn? Is he a nice person to fans? Is he friendly? Let me know. And Dale, good to see you, brother. And he says SummerSlam is going to be in Nashville. That's amazing. I was in New York when SummerSlam was happening in New York, week in and week out. Oh, by the way, look at that. Nice. All right. So, with that being said, Andy, your prediction was right. Bryan, Moxley, Yuta, their team gets the win. That's great. Andy, Ricky, your prediction was on point right there. So, I was in New York when SummerSlam used to be happening in New York year after year after year, and I was very, very selfish. I was very, very happy. Every time they announced that, hey, we're returning to the Barclays Center. Hey, 3 years deal with the Barclays Center. Everybody used to be mad, and I used to be like, this is great. Stay in New York, don't go anywhere. But I'm glad that now they're actually branching out and taking SummerSlam to different places. And Nashville is a great idea. I'm happy for the people over there. Great. And John Moxley team wins. That's right, Dale. That's right. Ricky with the 1 for O. Andy with the 1 for O. That's right. Oh, James, you got the notification now. That's funny. Somebody told me that they got a notification for one of my videos 2 days after the video was posted. So YouTube is funny. And Gary, good to see you, brother. Good evening. And I hope you're ready and you're thrilled and you're excited and your predictions are on point, because we know that tonight is going to be a Texas death match. Adam versus Adam. Let's see which Adam walks away with the gold. As we can see here in the votes, the poll, Adam Page is the majority winner here. I mean, most of you guys think, 67% of you think Adam Page is going to win. Adam Cole only 33%. But I want to go crazy with my predictions, and I want to say it has to be Cole. I'm cheering for Cole. I want it to be Cole. Let's see who wins. And Clay is here. Clay, good to see you. Where's my picture of Bailey? I have to get the picture of Bailey today. It will be up today. I'm telling you that. It will be up today, Clay. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's going to be up. And Bobby is here. Bobby, we were just talking about you. We were missing you, buddy. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a good Friday. And I'll tell you what, guys. We have made it through the week, all the way to Friday night, which means that we're in for a great weekend ahead. Easter is Sunday, and I hope that you're all, ready for Easter, ready to get stuffed up, ready for the good food, a good time with your loved ones, and good wrestling, because this weekend is going to be a great one for sure. And we're kicking things off on a high note, on a great note, with Friday night Rampage and Friday night SmackDown and Friday night NXT Level Up. He's a really nice guy. Okay. His agent wanted to stop him signing. Okay. Wow, that's great. That's beautiful. Any wrestler who gets out of the way and really does something for the fans, like, signing autographs or taking pictures, I really appreciate those people a lot. So that really is a sign of a great star right there. Beautiful, Andy. Thanks for sharing that Billy Gunn story with us. I was rewatching NWA. That's great, Bobby. Yeah, NWA USA, by the way, tomorrow. Looks stacked. And Good Friday, absolutely. Yes, James, absolutely. Yeah. And I hope that you're all ready, because, we're going to be having Jinder Mahal also going after the Intercontinental Championship of Ricochet. Now, this is perhaps Ricochet's first title defense ever since he became IC champion, so we'll see how that goes. But, I hate to be playing the devil's advocate here, but I want Jinder Mahal to win. I want him to win. Sorry, but I really wanted to win. Especially after he did the interview with me, talking about how he wants to be Grand Slam champion. I'm feeling for the guy right now, and I want him to win. By the way, didn't I tell you guys that the whole thing with Satnam Singh making his AEW debut had to do something with India? Turns out that is exactly right. The reason why Tony Khan had him, show up in such a big way with the lights off, lights on thing, and the main event of the show, is because he wants to branch out in India. He wants AEW to be a bigger deal in India. That is why they had Satnam Singh actually debut in such a big way. Now, not a lot of people are happy within the company with Satnam's debut. They think it's too overhyped. They think other people deserved it better. Some people are happy because they think it's a smart business strategy. But for any company, any wrestling promotion to go big in India is a big deal. Is AEW going to be able to do it? I don't think so. But we'll find out. We'll find out. And May Valentine and Velvet Sky are awesome. That's right, Bobby. I know. I know you guys don't celebrate Easter, but what do you guys do instead? Can you educate me? If there's a festival that we don't celebrate, what I do is that I pick up my phone and I call my friends who celebrate that festival, and I talk to them, and I wish them the very best, and I wish them well, and I try to educate myself through those people, try to get to learn the importance of other stuff that I don't know about from my friends. So educating myself is something that I like to do when it comes to anything, right? If I don't know something about Easter, I like to know more about it. So so on Easter especially, when I was in New York, it used to be a grand day for us, because we used to get together, all of our friends and family, and we used to have a nice big, dinner, Easter dinner, and a fun night of games and all that crazy stuff, egg hunting and whatnot. We used to have fun. So just like good old Easter, good old family get together. That's it. So you don't need excuses to get together with friends and family, right? So whenever you get a holiday, whenever you get a festival, it's an excuse to get together with everybody, and that's what I like to do. Yeah. But I hope that you all have a great Easter. There's a wrestling company in the UK called Rapid Action Wrestling, and the championship looks like the AEW TNT Championship. They're interesting. So I wonder who ripped off whose design, James. I wonder. Oh, as we can see here, wow! Are you kidding me? That was a win. That was a really quick win. Look at that guy. Look at the Butcher right there. Wow, that match was nothing. Look at that. That's right, absolutely. And that was a fast match. For sure was a fast match. Andy, before you could even get your pick in, Butcher wins. Oh, who's there? Look at that. Wow. Dustin Rhodes.
the natural Dustin Rhodes has been on this one last ride for quite some time now.
Okay.
Lance Archer, I took you out of the top 5.
Okay.
I proved to the world that I still got it after 5 decades in the business. And that didn't sit well with you, and I know that this war isn't over. But tonight I have something very special that means so much to me in my heart.
Look at that.
I'm reaching out to you fans to listen for just a second.
Okay. He wants us to listen.
Making a challenge to a man who, without a doubt, is one of the greatest professional wrestlers on the planet.
Okay, Dustin. Who is that?
Who is a dream match of mine.
Okay.
We've got bucket list written all over this. I'm challenging you, CM Punk.
Wow. Wow. You talk about making some noise, alright? Dustin Rhodes has issued a challenge to CM Punk. Are you kidding me right now?
Next week.
Okay.
If you can't get excited about that, I don't know what to tell you, man. Because I know for a fact.
Alright, this is interesting. I didn't see this coming, alright? So Dustin Rhodes has issued a challenge to CM Punk, and apparently that match is gonna be taking place next week. You know, they know that one Rhodes is making some noise in the WWE, so they want the other Rhodes brother to make some noise in AEW. Fair enough. And with that being said, we're now tuning into the Owen Cup tournament qualifier round. But let me know, guys, what do you think about Dustin Rhodes versus CM Punk taking place next week? Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you looking forward to it? Do you feel like it's lame? Let me know what you think about it. And I was happy that our prediction was right. That's right, Bobby. When I saw Willow Nightingale make her way down the ramp, I was like, Bobby had been calling this for the longest time, and it turned out to be true. So Bobby, I take your predictions very, very seriously. On point right there. And Andy with the 2-for-0, beautiful. Bobby with the 1-for-0 festival. That's right, amazing, King. I hope you have a great time. Have a great time with your friends. The whole Rhodes family are absolutely fun to hang out with as well. Yeah, I can imagine. But Brandy Rhodes, I mean, you know that we don't get along. Sadly, we don't get along. But it'll be always a running joke for me, until the day that I finally sit down with Brandy and I do an interview with her or I talk out our differences. It's gonna be a running joke. Me and Brandy Rhodes, it's gonna be a joke forever. And there you go. Easter and Christmas are just money. Oh, there you go, James. Well, lots of people say that, you know, these festivals are all about the money, or the Valentine's Day, or the Siblings Day, or all these days. But you know what? It's all about the festival, season of happiness, the joy, the family and all that stuff. So let's just celebrate that. And CM Punk versus Dustin should be good. That's right, James. I agree. Should be great. I picked Ruby Soho. That's right. Ruby Soho is I think she's a smart pick to win. I mean, she's got to win this one. I mean, if she doesn't win this one, it's going to have a lot of fans upset. Did she jump over from WWE to AEW for this? To lose even in a qualifier match? I think she has to win this one. She needs to win this one. And Kingtone says Goldust. Yeah, that's right, Goldust. I love that. I want to see more for sure. It should be a good match. Let's find out how good is it going to be. Ruby Soho, again, Bobby's pick to win. That's great. That should be a fight between them. Yeah, should be a good match. I mean, I still remember the first match that we saw between Dustin Rhodes and Cody Rhodes in AEW. What a beautiful match that was. And that went on to prove that Dustin really can pull out some great matches even now. So a match between him and Punk, I look forward to it for sure. And everybody here says their pick is Ruby. I love that. All right, so everybody says it's going to be Ruby. Let's see if you guys are wrong or if they can outsmart us. Let's see. Andy, do you bet? Oh, there we go. I never met Brandy Rhodes. I just met the others. That's right, Andy. I love that, brother. I love that. That's right, King. Happiness is the joy. That's what matters. 100%. And Ruby Soho, by the way, doesn't look too happy. Doesn't look too joyful. She is on the receiving end of the offense right now. Submission hold locked in, and she looks like she's in terrible pain. I don't know if she's going to be able to crawl to the ropes, because look at that. Wow. She just puts her finger in her mouth and just stretches the mouth open, pulling her back. Wow, she is terrible pain right now. Okay, so she lets go of her finally. Let's go of her. Ruby Soho trying to get up on her feet, but the lady just being a total bully, placing her hand, stepping foot right on top of her hand. Ruby Soho is in tremendous pain as she tries to get up, and she gets up. The lady picks her up, and she pushes her into the corner right there. That is not good. Is she gonna go for a big chop? It seems like it. Seems like it, yes, a big chop to the chest of Ruby Soho, and she's really feeling it right now. Really feeling it. AJ, if you ever get the chance, would you interview Goldberg? Yeah, I was this close to interviewing Goldberg. It was meant to happen, it was supposed to happen, but then instead of Goldberg, I got Edge. So I interviewed Edge instead, which I love because I'm a big Edge fan. But Goldberg, I'd love to do it, for sure. Cody Rhodes said, if I come to WWE, I don't want to hear about Stardust again. That's right. He hates the character Stardust. He hates it. So, it's funny. It's funny. I like Robin Renegade too. She's a talented wrestler from Thunder Rosa Company. For sure, Bobby. She is a Renegade Twins. So good. So good. This Renegade Twin, absolutely. 100%. 100%. We can see them right now in action. Just so good. Absolutely. And as we can see here, and King Tones, I see that you mentioned about money. I'll tell you what, all the predictions we do here, it's not about the money. It's all about the fun. No money involved. It's all about the passion, the fun, and that's about it. And as we can see, a big backbreaker, by the way, to Ruby Soho, and she's down. Is she actually going to get the defeat here? She's going to get defeated? Is she not going to be able to qualify to the future rounds? Because this doesn't look good for her. Yeah, Ruby Soho is down. For this young lady, it's her night so far. If she's able to pull out this momentum for a few more minutes, this could be her winning the match. For sure. Let's see. By the way, tomorrow, guys, tomorrow Battle of the Belts goes on, and I still feel a little weird because it's Battle of the Belts tomorrow, but it seems like it's tonight because we are already seeing the AEW World title being defended tonight, so it's interesting. Let's see what happens tomorrow, what kind of a show they are able to put on. It's going to be interesting. And James says, and on Raw after WrestleMania, Cody said that they let them in the dust. Oh, there you go. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. And let's see what else do we have here. So tomorrow, Battle of the Belts. We're having the ROH champion, Jonathan Gresham. He's going to be fighting Dalton Castle. And Dalton Castle, I've got a lot of love for this guy. We saw him on the previous ROH event, the ROH Supercard show. And what a great guy he is. Dalton Castle, super duper duper entertaining with his little peacocks and whatnot that he has in the ring. He's great. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Dalton Castle, you guys need to tune in tomorrow to Battle of the Belts because that is going to be a great match. Gresham versus Castle. It's going to be good. And apart from that, we also have Thunder Rosa versus Nyla Rose for the AEW Women's World Championship. On top of that, we will be having Scorpio Sky versus Sammy. Now, I'm not a big fan of Sammy, so I might as well pass on that match. But I'm looking forward to Jonathan Gresham versus Dalton Castle, and of course Thunder Rosa versus Nyla Rose. I believe it's a 1 hour show. It's only a little show, so looking forward to it though. It'll be a little appetizer for sure. What else do we have here? AJ, you played WWF WrestleFest on a computer. It's a fun honky-tonky man and Jim Duggar. I haven't. I've heard some good things about that game though, for sure. AJ, yesterday I was watching OVW. Layla Gray is new OVW Women's Champion. She beat Freya the Slays on OVW. That's nice. Bobby, you know what? You make me jealous when he said OVW because I want to tune into OVW too. For the longest time, I've been wanting to tune into one of the OVW shows because they're doing great stuff there. But there are only so many shows that I can watch and also produce content apart from watching the show, so it's crazy. But I'd like to tune into OVW one day, brother. And that's great that these ladies are doing good over there. And as we can see here, Ruby Soho is doing good in the ring. The momentum has turned to her favor, it seems. And wow, she plants her opponent down, face first into the middle turnbuckle. Yes, the momentum has finally turned to Ruby Soho's corner. And she is my favorite to win now, for sure. Well, who's your favorite wrestler now and before? Before The Undertaker, for sure. And now, I gotta go with Roman Reigns. He's on top of his game, for sure. So, let's see. James says, Tony Khan needs to stop overusing the championship before fans lose interest. Especially the Battle of the Belts, it's, I agree with you. James, to a very large extent, I agree with you. A lot of title defenses also might not be a very good idea sometimes. At Dynamite, I believe we already saw a title defense. We're seeing one tonight, and we're going to be seeing 3 title defenses tomorrow. So, yeah, he shouldn't be doing it too often. Just like his major announcements, people are starting to lose interest. They might as well lose interest in title defense, especially if all the title defenses end in a defense, in successful defenses. people are really gonna lose interest. So if they gotta keep them going, they gotta keep them unpredictable, and they have to have the title change hands as well. But right now, as you can see, Ruby Soho was actually going to go for the cover, but the ladies very smartly rolls out of the ring and gets under the apron. Okay, she gets under the ring. Wow. She covers herself with the apron. Okay, and she... Wow, look at that. Very smartly. Enters the ring from the other side, from behind Ruby Soho. You know, crawls from under the ring to the other side of the ring, and gets in from behind Ruby Soho, about to jump her, but Ruby Soho sees her right in time and plants her down hard, goes for the cover, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, Ruby Soho wins this one. An easy win for Ruby Soho, and look at that, everybody here with the 3 for... Oh, beautiful stuff, guys. Great stuff. Hey, AJ, Kurt Bauer approved the tag team match to happen with FTR versus MLW. Okay. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, it's gotta be a good match for sure. FTR's everywhere right now. They're getting all the good matches. This is great. Wait a second. Oh my gosh, so I thought that the lady rolled... Oh my god, I thought she crawled all the way to the other side. Turns out both the twins were here. The Renegade twins were there. Beautiful, wow. I mean, if AEW can sign these girls, you know it's gonna be fire. I mean, they're really gonna benefit from these two. They've got the looks, they can wrestle, they've got the personality, and if AEW can hire them and sign them to a contract, you know, it's gonna be jackpot for them for sure. This is gonna be a long-term investment because these ladies are gonna bring it for sure. They're gonna bring a lot of views, 100%. And what else do we have here? Let's see. King Tone says Thunder Rosa hates Brock Lesnar, mocking... Oh, that's interesting. Well, I don't know if... I didn't catch Lesnar doing anything offensive to the Mexican heritage, but if you did, that's shameful. How long have I been watching wrestling? King Tones, I'm pretty sure that all of you here have been watching wrestling a lot more than I have, because I started really religiously watching wrestling in late 2000s, I would say, 2007, 2008. That's when I really got into wrestling. Before that, it was really very, very on and off. Very on and off. That's right. And Gary says these girls were ripping off the Bella Twins, and they might as well do that because Bella Twins, they're not active wrestlers anymore. So we need the new twins. We need, a new twin, girl twins who can actually, get people talking and get people behind them. We need somebody to pull out the twin magic in the wrestling industry, and this time it could be in AEW. So we'll see how that goes. OEW showcases great wrestlers. That's right, Bobby. The very best wrestlers. And we're getting a split screen interview right here between Adam Cole, Adam Page, and of course, Mark Henry.
Texas death match. Do you think that after this, that you guys are finished?
Well, Adam Cole has been a thorn in my side and a knife in my back for far, far too long, all in pursuit of this, the AEW World Championship.
So again, I'm looking at the polls here. 65% of you say it's going to be Adam Page who's going to get the win. 35% of you say it's going to be Adam Cole. I have a feeling it's going to be Cole. I'm going to go with the underdog here. I don't know if it's right to call him the underdog, but I'm going to go with Cole, and I want for him to win. I think Page, even though he's a great champion, he's been doing this very well, I still feel like I would thoroughly enjoy an Adam Cole title run. So I'm going to go with Cole for sure. Let's see what else we have here. AJ, please don't leave us for Twitch. Oh, James. No, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm here. Thank you. And I pick Adam Cole. Love that. Great. Andy says, I've been watching since 83. That's right. That's why I say it all the time. Andy, you're a genius, man. You are a genius. You know more. I say this all the time. Every time I'm here, I learned so much from all of you. From Jason, from Andy, from Bobby, from James, from Ricky, from everybody, from King Tones. Everybody. You guys teach me so much of wrestling. So thank you. You guys are so wise and so full of knowledge. And that's why I say all the time, I'm not running the show myself. I am running the show with all of you. You guys are my co-hosts. And that's right, Jason. It is time for the main event. I'm so ready. It's going to be a great one. And James says, 1997, I started watching wrestling. The first pay-per-view was SummerSlam 97. Beautiful. That time I was like 2 years old. So yeah, that's great. Beautiful stuff, James. Beautiful stuff. And let's see. What else do we have here? Also, I must say that this Monday, just like I said, we're going to be having a very special watch-along. Very different also, because this watch-along is not going to be taking place at the Penthouse. It's not going to be taking place in this little room here. It's going to be taking place somewhere very near the action, somewhere very close to the Monday Night Raw action. It's going to be taking place perhaps in the same arena or around the same arena, and it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to be trying something very new this Monday, and I want all of you to tune in and let me know how you like it, because I am all about the experiments, and this Monday I'm going to be pulling off something big, something new and funny and interesting. So let's see how this goes down. And what else do we have here? I agree with you, Adam Baby. I love that. Great stuff, guys. I love you. I love it, Ben. Gary, I really want Adam Cole to win. Let's see. You know what? If Adam Cole wins, it also opens a potential door for Kenny Omega to return and go after Adam Cole. I mean, you know, it was, after all, Kenny Omega's championship, wasn't it? So he comes back and he wants Adam Cole to, you know, drop the title to him. It's going to be interesting. So I really want Adam Cole to win, for sure. That's right. That's right. Yes, King Tones, I am in my 20s. That's right. AJ, I was thinking someone else will be Deanna Purrazzo's aide opponent during her Champ Challenge after Impact Wrestling Rebellion. Hopefully, Amber Noah. Hopefully. Adam Page retains the AEW World Champion, says Chris. Let's see. Let's see if that happens, man. I mean, you know, I want Adam Cole, but let's see. All right. And what are your thoughts, AJ, on the Discovery family of network by Warner Media? What does it mean for AEW? Jason, great question. And the reason why we saw Satnam Singh actually making his debut all of a sudden on AEW Dynamite is because of that merge. You know, the thing is that in India, AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage, actually these two shows air on Discovery-owned Discovery-owned channel, that is Eurosport. It is a Discovery-owned channel, and because of that merger, AEW had to make the people happy, you know. I mean, in Discovery and the people happy at Warner, and that is why they had to push out Satnam Singh, who is from India, you know, to boost the ratings of Eurosport, which is a Discovery-run channel in India where AEW airs. So they had to do it for India and for the Discovery market in India. So we're already seeing something, you know. I mean, that merger really making some noise in AEW, and I think we're going to be seeing more of it moving forward. That's right. You heard Booker T wants one more match? Okay, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I don't know if I want that. But let's see. Let's hope AJ got a job from WWE, let's be honest. Thank you, James. Thank you so much. And I'll tell you what, hard work pays off, dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And if Cole wins, then the open door for... Yes, that's right. Andy, I agree with you. Absolutely. 100%. Alright, and with that being said, it is now time for the main event. Let's go! And Justin Roberts doing what he does best. He's so good on the microphone. Nobody comes close to Justin. But also, Mike Rome, also pretty good. The way Mike Rome says Cody Rhodes gives me chills. I thought it was Justin who did it so well, but Mike Rome also nails it. And with that being said, Adam Cole making his way to the ring right now. Look at that. Baby. Love that. Alright. And James says, next AEW champion will be the Discovery champion. It could happen. It could happen. You never know. You know what the funny part is? Some representative from AEW once told me that we're not looking to expand in India. This is it's the funniest thing ever, right? So I was speaking to one of an AEW executive, and they told me that we're not looking to expand in India at this time. And this was just a few months ago. And I was like, wow, I'm taken aback right now. I mean, India is literally the biggest market when it comes to wrestling, right? How are you not looking to expand in India? And a few months later now, they want to go all out in India. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. AJ, the only way you can make this, you can win this main event. Wait a second. AJ, the only way you can win this main event is knockout or to make your opponent quit. I see. The only way you can win it. I see. Okay. So that's nice. That's a relief, because I was hoping, I was afraid that this might end up in a draw because of time limit or whatnot. But it's a relief to know that the only way you can win is via knockout or to make your opponent quit. Interesting, for sure. So this is a Texas death match. Let's see how this goes. I am expecting. You know what? Now that I'm thinking that it's about knocking out an opponent or making them quit, it has to be Page. There's no way that Adam Cole is making Adam Page quit. It's not going to be happening. And Adam Page is angry. You know, before he even gets in the ring, he throws those steel chairs in the ring right there. And Adam Cole quickly picks one of those up. I think he's going to be attacking them while Page makes his entrance. Or maybe he's not. Wow, Adam Cole acting civilized right here. Page gets in, he snatches the steel chair away from his hand. Little heated confrontation right there, even before the match gets started. Look at that, interesting. And Ricky says, Adam Cole, baby, I love that. Great stuff. Michael Buff doing a fine job, absolutely, very good stuff. That's sweet, amazing stuff. I can see all the comments here. You guys talking to each other, it's beautiful. And I was thinking, I would like to see former ROH wrestler accept Deonna Purrazzo's champion challenge. Okay, Mandy Leon or Angelina Love. I love those names. I love those names. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would love to see Mandy or Angelina. I'm not too sure about Angelina because I know that she recently underwent a surgery. So I don't know if she's 100% right now. I don't know if she's ready to get back in the ring. But if she is, I'd love to see her against, Deonna. But Mandy, for sure, 100%. I see that, Andy. Thank you for that. You can make 10 count. That's the rules. All right. Thank you for that, brother. Michael Buffer was one of those talent that WCW did not need. WCW did not need a lot of people. That's true. And the ones that they had, they didn't know how to use them well. That's right. And Adam Page right now is getting the first laugh, has Adam Cole down. Adam Cole trying to get up. Adam Page, though, still in control. Wow, he sends Cole flying into the barricade, and Cole is hurt and he's down already. Adam Page is dominating the match very early on, and let's take a look at the time. Alright, so we have about 90 minutes left. So this match is going to be a good 20 minutes long, apparently. Let's see how good is this going to be, though. We'll find out. And let's see, Mandy Leon is such a sweetheart. She really is such a good lady. Such a good lady. And King Tone's comparing her with Mandy Rose there. Interesting. Alright, so Cole is down. Page is actually pretty much having the upper hand throughout. From the very first minute of the match until now, Page is dominating this bad boy. And Cole, he could be... Oh, wow. Page was looking to put Adam Cole through the table right there, but Cole gets out of the way very quickly, and he actually runs across the ring. Look at that. Adam Page with a big elbow to Adam Cole, and he goes flying to the other side of the ringside, other side of the barricade. And Adam Cole is down right there between the fans, and the fans are cheering, and the fans are booing, and they are wrestling in the damn audience right there, in the damn crowd, and not a person wearing a mask, by the way. I just gotta put it out there. AJ, what did you think of the Aces and the 8s in TNA? All I would say is that they were interesting. They were interesting for sure. I mean, they were definitely something. What do you feel about it, James? And how did you think of them all of a sudden? Let me know. I'm looking forward to watching Magic J Dumas wrestling tomorrow. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be looking forward to that as well. NWA USA. I mean, we did a NWA Watchalong this past NWA Power Watchalong this past Tuesday. But USA, I'll check my schedule. If I can, I'll definitely do a Watchalong for that as well. You're doing SmackDown. That's right, King. Doing SmackDown, doing a Rampage, and doing Level Up. All 3 shows. Velvet Sky, May Valentine, Mandy Leon, Taryn Terrell are beautiful women. That's right, Andy. Every single one of them. Really good women. And also kind-hearted. I know I've had personal interactions with Mandy Leon. I've had personal interactions with, Angelina Love. And I can tell you they're the nicest women out there. Okay, and we're back in the ring. Finally, we're back in the ring. And we can see Paige is once again having the upper hand. Cole has been pretty much, on the receiving side of all the offense here. From the very beginning of the match until now, Cole has not been able to get the upper hand. And Page is wasting some time here, stacking the chair up. Okay, he's actually climbing, going for the high-risk maneuver. This is not going to pay off. This is not going to pay off, for sure. Oh, wow, it actually does. Adam Cole, unable to get out of the way. I don't know what he was doing, super kicking the air, but he was unable to get out of the way. And Cole, with the big one right there. Wow, that high-risk move did pay off. And Adam Page is now stacking the chair in the corner. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea, because a lot of times when you stack the chair in the corner, it's your head that goes through the chair. So let's see if it's going to be a different story here. Actually, it was a different story. What is happening? It seems like, Adam Cole is being controlled by player 2, and nobody's actually using the controller, the second controller, and it's just left idle. And that is why Adam Cole is not able to pull a muscle here. Do nothing. I mean, Adam Cole has been able to do nothing in this match, practically. It's been, wow, such a one-sided match here. I'm surprised. Really surprised. NWA USA comes on YouTube at 12. Okay, brother. I liked Aces and Eights, my favorite faction. Just watching WrestleMania 2000, seeing the Dudley Boys made me think of the I see that. Yeah, they were good. And look at that. In the middle, oh my gosh. Okay, so Cole's busted wide open. He went through that steel chair, and he took the most out of it. He is bleeding, guys, right now, as we see. He's trying to make it to the, he makes the count. But what a match this has been. I mean, I feel bad for Cole right now. This is not just Adam Page dominating this match. I mean, he's the only one wrestling here. Cole is not wrestling. He's not moving a muscle. There is no defense. Forget about offense. Cole is doing nothing here to protect himself. What is going on here? I mean, what is going on? I don't get it. Natalia Marco is one of my favorite wrestlers. I love that, Bobby. And she's, I believe, wrestling an independent show this weekend. I got to know about that, so that's nice. He's really getting out there, really getting booked for these shows. It's amazing. Adam Cole is bleeding. That's right, Dale. That is right. Hey, AJ, if Cole wins, then the IWGP Championship, Okada, might come back knocking on the door. Wow, that'd be cool. Andy, that'd be great. I'd like that. And as we can see here, still picture in picture, but Adam Page is wasting a lot of time. I don't know if it's a good idea to actually leave Cole, right there, and to stack up tables and whatnot, because that is just giving Cole time to recover, trying to regain his stamina. So if I was Page right now, I would not let go of Cole for a second. I'd be right on his case. But Page is giving time, to Cole to recover, and he stacks up the table right against the ring. I don't know what he has in mind right now. Could be looking for a super bomb. Let's see. And James says AEW is more mature than WWE. The PG stuff is destroying the company. And let's see, brother, we're seeing a title match right now on Rampage. And we're also going to be seeing a title match tonight on SmackDown. Let's see which title match is going to be better. And Barrett Brown was the Butcher opponent. Barrett Brown wrestler on NJPW Strong. I see that. I see. Cool. Sweet stuff. TNT TBS loves their picture-in-picture. They do. And you know what? They've inspired the WWE also to get picture-in-picture. And Nick Khan, he loves his picture-in-pictures too, because not only does he get money from picture-in-picture, but also from the full-fledged commercial. So he loves that too. That's right. That's right, Gary, absolutely. And I'm getting an Arby's commercial right now, so that has me a little hungry right now as we speak. But this has been a solid match. And as we can see right now, the tables sort of turned around. Look at that. Adam Page is now down. He sends him through that steel steps right there, and Adam Page is down. Adam Cole suddenly in control, rolls him into the ring. Adam Cole gets another steel chair into the play before he climbs into the ring himself. And I believe it's going to be the steel chair meeting Adam Page's back. Is that going to be happening? Or wow, with the big boot. Wow. With the big boot, Cole is in control here. Out of nowhere, in control. Look at the tables turning as we speak right now. This is great. And Cole is going back down. What is he looking to do here? Are you looking for something for under the ring? What is it? Is he looking for the Renegade Twins, or what's happening here? Alright. Wow. Okay, this match is just gonna get brutal. It's gonna get brutal by the minute. For sure.
Possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, problems, or if you've had.
Okay, what absolutely sucks here is that when there's picture-in-picture, you can hear no audio from the actual match, and that is just horrible. Okay, what is that a dog? Oh my gosh, that's a. He's gonna whip him. He's gonna whip him with that chain. It's crazy. Look at this match. Adam Cole's busted open. I'm pretty sure Adam Page also got to be busted open very, very quick. And James says Vince McMahon's idea for 2 out of 3 falls didn't last long. Yes, that's right. It did not. I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a good idea, but sadly it didn't last too long. Also gauntlet matches, we don't see them very often either, so it's interesting. Hey, you look up the last man standing match between Tully Blanchard versus Ricky Martin. Alright, brother, I will look it up. Once we are done with tonight's watch along, I'll be looking that up. Thanks for that, Andy. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow, or the next time we have a watch along. And as we can see here, Adam Page is in control, still in control, and he stacks up the chairs against each other like it's a GCW show. For a GCW show, we always see steel chairs being stacked up against each other just like that. Wow! And he is going to be putting Adam Page to some pain here. Adam Cole, is he looking to suplex him? Oh wow, Adam Page gets Adam Cole up on his shoulders, but Cole gets out of the way with those elbow strikes. Adam Page is looking to suplex Cole, and Cole able to reverse it once again. Adam Page is now seated on the steel chair. Cole was going to go for a big super kick. Page grabs his leg just in time and gives him, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And Adam Page gives Adam Cole an attitude adjustment, or a FU, right on top of the steel chairs. The steel chairs stacked on each other. His back meets the chair, and he is in tremendous pain. That has to mess up your back for sure. That has to mess up your spine for sure. Adam Cole is in tremendous pain as we speak right now. That's right, what a clothesline indeed, Dale. What a great match this is. And Jake is here. Jake, brother, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, and happy Friday night to you. I was thinking Angelina Love or Mandy Leon will pick ROH Women's Champion during... Oh, I think so too. If any of those show up, they have to go after the ROH Championship. I don't think it will make any sense for them to go after the AAA. ROH title has to be it. This is right, Andy. This is an insane match. When they said it was going to be a Texas death match, I knew it was going to be insane. And this is living up to the expectations for sure. The first ladder match was Junkyard Dog versus Jake Roberts. Good match if you like. I love them. Thanks for that, James. I'll also try to look it up. Thank you for that. You guys are awesome. I told you. I learned a lot from you guys. Thank you for that. And Cole is looking to fly. Wow. Are you kidding me? Adam Page catches him off guard with the pile driver right there. His neck or his head meets the mat. Bounces off the mat right there very hard. And Cole, as you can see, is dizzy. And he's trying to roll out of the ring. It would be better if he does roll out of the ring right now. The referee is counting down. Count till 6 right now. 7. And Page able to get up to his feet, and so does Cole. Cole rolls out of the way, and that is how he was able to get up to his feet. And he looks super dizzy as we speak right now. He looks super duper dizzy. Once again, Adam Page was going to go for a high-risk maneuver. I don't know if he's still doing it. He is still doing it. This guy's crazy. He's climbing the top turnbuckle. This is not going to pay off. Oh, I told you it was not going to pay off. Adam Cole hits him right in the chin as he was landing there. That was a beautiful land, by the way, but still, Adam Cole gets the upper hand and hits his knee, his foot hits Adam Page right in the chin, and that turns the tables around just like that. This match has proved that there is difference between wrestling and sports entertainment. That's right, Gary. I agree for sure. Good, crazy match, in sure. Absolutely, Ricky. Crazy match, Dale. Very good for sure. Yeah. This has been a very good Rampage. I've been looking forward to this one all week long, and this was worth the wait for sure. I hope that nobody gets injured though, because they're going crazy with this match right now. And Adam Page was able to beat the referee's count, roll back into the ring, and Adam Cole is giving him no time to breathe. Oh my gosh. Look at that. This has to be it. I think this has to be it. No way is Adam Page getting out of that one. His back literally met all that steel chair in the ring. Stacked up in the ring right there. Adam Page is in a lot of pain. I don't know if Adam Page busted open or if it's that Adam Cole's own blood on his face right there. But he's got blood on his chin for sure. And let's see, Bobby says right there, Shazzy McKenzie said that her dream opponent is Deonna Purrazzo. That would be an interesting match too. Cole was going for the Panama Surface. That's right. That's right. Crazy, crazy. Me too, Andy. Not a fan of that, brother. CWE, this is how. That's right, James. This is a tutorial for the company for sure. This is how you run weekly television shows. But the interesting part is going to be if AEW is going to be able to keep the same momentum up tomorrow, because tomorrow is Battle of the Belts. And, since it's a special show, it better be better than tonight's Rampage. It has to be better. So we'll see if AEW is able to pull off the same magic tomorrow. And as we can see here, Adam Page hits Cole with the big headbutt. And is he looking to superplex him? Seems like it. If he does superplex him, Adam Cole is going to be landing right on top of all that steel chair. And he does. Oh dear Lord. Wow. He superplexes him. He tosses him across the ring from the top turnbuckle. Adam Page goes flying. And he lands right on top of that steel chair. Of all those 2-3 steel chairs, he lands on top of those. I mean, his body's got to be shattered. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Page is... Oh, he's bleeding from the chin. It's his own blood. That is insane. What a crazy match this has been. And the referee is counting down once again. Adam Page beats the referee's count. But Cole still has work to do. Let's see. Cole trying to get up to his feet. The fans are cheering him on. And Adam Page here, no mercy whatsoever, grabs the steel chair once again. He's going to destroy Cole. The interesting part is they're not using the steel chair to hit each other. They're using the steel chair in different and innovative ways here tonight, which is interesting. And Adam Page, wow, so nice. So nice. He gets Adam Cole seated on the steel chair, and he was actually, as he was going to the ropes, Adam Cole grabs him by his waistline. Look at that. Adam Cole is not letting go of Adam Page, and Adam Page hits him once again in the head with that big elbow strike, and Adam Page grabs another steel chair. Is he going to hit him? He's not going to hit him. Oh my god, he's going to sit down, and we're going to see some exchange of some back and forth action, back and forth punches, I believe. This is going to be interesting. Let's see. AJ the Turban and the sunglasses suits you, if you don't mind me saying that. Thank you for that, James. Of course I wouldn't mind you saying that. That's a very nice compliment. Thank you. That's right, Andy, I think so too. That's what I'm afraid of. This match is so good. Hopefully nobody gets injured. Seriously. And we can see they're trading the punches back and forth, right to the head. And they're both going to go for the super kick. Are they? Oh my gosh. Both of them go in for the big punch. Once again, crazy match. Crazy match. Big elbow, big kick now from Cole to Page, and was going to go for a big kick again, and he does. He connects it. Oh my gosh, and Cole and Page returns the favor with a big kick, and so does Cole. His kick, his boot right into the face of Page, and Page is down, just hanging by the apron. Cole grabs him by the hair. Look at that. Such a good match. No botches whatsoever. There has not been a moment in the match that the action has slowed down. This has been crazy action, crazy pace match from the very beginning until now. Just so good. And Adam Page hits Adam Cole with a big clothesline out of nowhere. Look at that. Great match indeed. So good. AJ Rey is a talented wrestler. You can check out matches on YouTube. For sure, Bobby, I definitely will. I'm surprised Britt Baker hasn't shown up to help her fiancé. That's right. But I'm glad, let's keep the real-life couples away from the ring at the same time, because when they're together, it just gets cringy. So let's keep them away. And Adam Page right there, he handcuffs Cole to the rope right there. And Jason says that barbed wire chair has been brought into the play. That is crazy. Crazy. That's right. That's right. I see it right now that the action for sure is a little delayed for me. So Page gets the barbed wire chair in the ring. This is gonna be insane. And that's right. Andy, I have no idea how Cole is still in the ring. I mean, he's got to be out of it. It's got to be lights out for Adam Cole for sure. And Adam Page is looking for the big one. Is he going to be hitting him? Don't tell me. Don't tell me he's going to do that. He's not going to do that, is he? Let's see. No, Adam Page, have mercy. Have mercy on Cole. Oh, he does. Wow. Look at that. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. That's some cowboy shit right there. Adam Page finally shows some mercy. He lets go of... Oh my gosh. Wow. Adam Page shows mercy towards Adam Cole. And Adam Cole takes advantage of that mercy and hits him with a big low blow out of nowhere. And now a big kick to the face. And another one. Big kick to the face. Adam Page is still on his knees. But Adam Cole is looking to end it. And as he was looking to end it, Adam Page hits him with the clothesline. And he has had enough. He's had enough. And that's why... Are you kidding me? He rips the barbed wire off the chair with his own bare hands. I mean, his hands gotta be bleeding after pulling that barbed wire out that steel chair. And he wraps it around his arm. This guy is nuts. This guy is insane. Who does that? His own skin's gotta be, cutting open because of the barbed wire wrapped around his arms. This guy is insane. And Adam Page somehow able to reverse it. He kicks him in the face. Adam Page right now is hanging by the apron. Wow, and he hits Adam Cole right on top of the head with that barbed wire arm right there. And with the barbed wire, don't tell me he's gonna do that. Don't tell me he's gonna do that. Oh dear. Right in the hair of Adam Cole. Oh my gosh. Putting him through the damn table. Are you kidding me? What a insane match this is. Adam Cole is never getting up. He's never getting up. This is probably over for Cole. He's not showing up to AEW for like 2 months now. He's probably showing up later than Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is going to be back before Cole will. This is insane. This is insane. What is happening here? Izzy Time, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And what a crazy match this has been. It's over. It's got to be over. There you go. And with that being said, we have a clear winner here. What a crazy match. Adam Page wins. And I was rooting for Cole, but this match was insane. What an insane match. Adam Page, still your AEW World Champion. Nobody can say that his title reign has not been entertaining, because this match was the epitome of entertainment. What a brutal match this was. And we can only hope that Adam Cole is okay, because that looked ugly. For sure, that looked ugly. Now with that being said, guys, let me know, how would you be rating tonight's show of Rampage? How would you rate it out of 10? How would you rate the main event out of 10? Let me know what you think about the show, guys. And with that being said, we are now moving over to SmackDown, because SmackDown is going to be on air now, immediately following Rampage. So let's tune in and let's see what SmackDown has in store for us, because we know one thing for sure, that tonight's SmackDown is all going to be all about the gold. It's going to be about the Jinder Mahal, because surprisingly, the Bloodline has not been advertised for the show tonight. They are most likely not going to be there. If they're going to be there, it's a surprise, and they have not actually advertised them beforehand. They have, however, advertised Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins to be there, but they're most likely going to be in a dark match. So for the overall show itself, surprisingly, Bloodline's not advertised, but we'll find out. And as you can see here, wow, Andy with the 4-4-0 score, beautiful. Bobby also with the 4-4-0 invincible score. Ricky 3-4-1, that's still beautiful, brother. And Dale says, well, it's a very good show. That's right, Andy. Short show, but really good. And that's right, Dale gives it a 10 out of 10. Now, when Dale gives a show a 10 out of 10, you know that show was a good show, so that's beautiful. Dale gives it a 10, Ricky gives it an 8, beautiful, and Bobby gives it a 10, beautiful stuff. And now we are watching SmackDown, so let me really quick, switch the lights up. Let's get into the mood for SmackDown. Let's have some fun. So let's go. Let's get SmackDown on. Alright, so with that being said, first let's get the lights here. Oh, it didn't work. Let's try it one more time. It still didn't work. What's going on here? What is going on? Alright, let's try it one more time. What's going on? Alright, let's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, good stuff. The third time's a charm. And also the television. There we go. This is great. Okay, so we're now watching SmackDown. We're having some fun. And as we can see, we're starting off with the highlights from last Raw and last SmackDown, which is never a good idea. The last time, Monday, we saw the Raw starting off with highlights too. And the whole show was literally highlights, and was vignettes, and was video packages. So hopefully we don't see something similar happening tonight. But we'll find out. The thing is that Bloodline's not been advertised for the show, so we don't know if they're going to be appearing or not. Bloodline's not advertised, and no matches have been advertised apart from the Jinder Mahal match and one more match, so it's going to be interesting for sure. And Bobby gives it a 10 for 10 too. Great stuff, Bobby. And True says, I'll have to catch the West Coast replay of Rampage. I see. True, you will not regret it, brother. You will actually love the show, because what a incredible main event we had. And I'm not gonna spoil it for you, brother. I'm not gonna let you know who won, who lost, because you should be watching it to really find out, because that was such a good match. I mean, it got me on the edge of my seat. All out. It was so good. And Jinder Mahal is a good wrestler. Got him in, that's for sure. He's good. Jinder Mahal is great, and I really enjoyed his WWE Championship reign. One of the nicest guys out there, very humble, soft-spoken, and just grateful for what he has. So Jinder Mahal is great and very, very underutilized. I would love for him to win tonight. Let me know, who are you rooting for, guys? Are you rooting for Jinder Mahal? Are you rooting for perhaps Ricochet? Let me know. Who is your pick to win tonight. And Izzy says, I just got here, so I don't know what happened. Izzy, you gotta find out. You gotta tune into Rampage to find out. I'm not gonna spoil it for you because that was an incredible main event. And I would hate to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it. The main event was better than last night's Impact, for sure. Yeah, last night's Impact main event kind of was average. Not the best. It was kind of average. But this one was really good for sure. And true, you're gonna love the main event for sure. He's gonna love it. I bet SmackDown is a 0 out of 10. James there. Wow. Some heat going on for SmackDown for the WWE here. Well, Rampage was really good, so they got some... Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Did you see that AR effect to the two Vipers, the two snakes, trying to bite each other? And there was a Matt Riddle Viper too, with the hat on, with the snapback on. That's the cringiest stuff ever. Come on. I can't believe how successful the RK Bro has been. I'm pretty sure that they're selling a lot of merchandise to be still a tag team because I'm so done with them. I cannot stand this RK Bro tag team, but must be selling merch and they must be doing something well, to be sticking around for so long. They gotta be doing something right for sure. And Andy says, it's okay, that's right. Arkebro is coming out, Orton is here, and Mustafa is here. Orton is here, and so is Mustafa. Mustafa, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And James says, Jinder Mahal to win. I'm glad that you're rooting for Jinder Mahal, brother. So am I. But we don't know with Jinder. Poor guy was literally the first or the second person to get eliminated in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So I really, really hope that he wins. Let's see. AJ, you should interview Anthony Green. Alright, Bobby, I'm going to write this down and try to reach out. Wish this show could have been longer. That's why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Gary, that's great. That's a great compliment, actually, for SmackDown. Look at you, Gary. Beautiful. And he says, I'll be glad for either guy, but Ricochet is fabulous wrestler, especially when he was Prince. Oh, yeah. Prince Puma, Lucha Underground? Yeah, this guy, Ricochet, couldn't come close to Prince Puma. He was on another level. So good. Alright, Randy Orton has a microphone in his hand. Let's see what he's here for. What does he want to say? The fans are loving it. The fans are loving the RK Bro, the Raw Tag Team Champions. Look at that. Yeah, Randy Orton was actually about to speak up, was about to cut a promo, but because of the fan reaction, he throws away the microphone, he gets on top of the turnbuckle, and he shows off to the fans. Look at that. I cannot stand this guy. You know what? I try, but I cannot stand this guy at all. I'll be glad for either guy, but Ricochet is fabulous. That's right, Andy, for sure. Ricochet to win says true. He could be. Yes, is he? You see, the third to be eliminated. Poor guy. When I did the interview with him, he was like, I've been to every single Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royals. I was in the first one, and until now, I haven't won it. I have not won it, so I really, really want to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Poor guy, though. Has been in the Memorial Battle Royal since the first one, but till now it's been years, and he still has not been able to win one. So hopefully he wins. Hopefully, one day. And Randy Orton looks fired up. By the way, when they finally unify the Tag Team Championships, what color would you like for the titles to be? Would you like them to go back to the bronze title, or do you want them to be having a whole new redesign of the championships? Let me know what you think here. And Kelsey Regan is a talented wrestler. That's great. Bobby, anybody with the name Regan is talented, that's for sure. Love that. Andy Smith, sadly, WWE made Ricochet a jobber now. And it's sad, Ricochet has a lot of talent. He was super over, and he still is super over. The fans still love this guy, but the truth is, the sad truth is that Ricochet is a jobber. And, poor guy was the IC champion, still couldn't make it to WrestleMania. I mean, so sad. Matt Riddle should still have this job. That's right, for sure. And as we can see here, Usos are coming out. So the Bloodline was not initially, advertised to appear on the show, but they're coming out, so that's a good sign. Maybe we'll see Roman Reigns also tonight, because I cannot imagine a SmackDown without Roman Reigns. But Bloodline's here. Hopefully Roman Reigns will also be here later tonight. Okay, let's see what happens here. You know, the fans were loud for RK Bro, but they're really loud for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, as they should be, because this is the Blue Brand, this is the SmackDown territory, and this is the Usos territory. So they should be more over here. Okay, so Usos also have the microphone in his hand. Let's see what this is going to be all about. They're rocking some new t-shirts here also. Good for them. That's right. This is the Bloodline territory. It's right. Damn it, Riddle. I don't like this guy. That's right. I'm not a fan at all. He's not once his guy. He's only kept him because he's Triple H's guy. Yeah, that's right. For sure. He's Triple H guy. Yeah, 100%. And you know, when he was about to make his main roster debut, I believe that somebody tried to falsely defame him with the Me Too movement. But that was, you know, later on, you know, basically confirmed and proven that that lady was actually just trying to defame him and he had done nothing wrong. So he really had a rocky start to his debut. I thought he was going to get cancelled, he was going to get fired, but things worked out in his favor because Triple H had a lot of faith in him, and for good cause, because he was not guilty, but he was being, you know, treated like he was guilty. And Dale says Ricochet does not have any good promo skills. Yes, you know, that's the thing. A lot of wrestlers, Cesaro included, for the longest time, Cesaro, he has a lot of charisma, personality, he's a very likable guy now, but very early in his career, in his WWE career as well, it seemed like he just lacked the charisma, lacked the promo skills, lacked the, you know, personality. And same with Ricochet right now, he just lacks the X factor, is what I feel too. So Dale, I agree with you. But, you know, Prince Puma is a guy who was always all about the wrestling. That guy killed it. But Ricochet, who also has to cut promos, and he has to go over, you know, get over millions of fans, this Ricochet is not able to do it. Mustafa says, I want Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor for the US Championship. Yeah, but you know what, Finn Balor, I mean, sadly, the WWE does not care about the US title anymore. I mean, so much so that the US Championship was not defended at WrestleMania. It was not talked about at WrestleMania, so they don't care. So I don't think that they're going to be, you know, wasting Roman Reigns' time with the US Championship. Sadly. Alright, Bobby, I definitely will check out the Maserati matches on YouTube for sure. Drew says I wouldn't mind seeing Riddle or Orton versus Reigns for sure. You know what? Split Riddle and Orton up, because Orton, I know he's a badass. I know he's a crazy guy. I know that he is the devil himself and he can go out there. But with Riddle, he's so laid back. He's like a cool dude, and I don't like this cool dude. FMC, good to see you. You know, FMC's in the house. That's right, I see you. Riddle shouldn't still have his job after getting in trouble with the law. Oh, let's see. I don't know how much truth was there, you know, to the whole rumors or whatnot, but we'll see. Yeah, and James says Riddle is just boring. I know people like him, but I don't. Yeah, I can't. I don't know why people like him. I mean, he just comes across as very, very cringy to me. But good for him. Good for him that he's over. I'm so glad that Randy Orton remembers that he has been here for 20 plus years, because right now, when he's with Matt Riddle, he acts like a college sophomore who wants to go crazy, who likes like all new and all hyped. I mean, this is not the same Randy Orton that's been here for 20 plus years, that is for sure. And who is the US champion now? The US champion right now is Finn Balor. And FMC, what is going on SmackDown? Right now, we're opening this whole thing with a segment between RK Bro and the Usos. That's what's happening right now. Okay, what is going to happen? Are they going to fight? Are they going to have a match? What's happening? So these are the kind of times when I really wish that Teddy Long was there, so he'd come out here and make that match official for tonight. But no Teddy Long, which means that no tag team match tonight, apparently.
So let's have WWE officials make it official.
Oh, come on. Somebody make the match official. You know, Sonya Deville is, you know, busy booking herself to matches, so Adam Pearce must get out here and make this damn thing official. For sure. That's right, true. I can't wait for it. I think most likely they're going to be saving it for WrestleMania Backlash. I guess so. And look at that. Look at that. Riddle, as he was showing off. Usos did what they do best, and I love them for doing that. They get Riddle down. They attack Riddle. And then blindside Randy Orton, and Riddle like that. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. And just look at Randy Orton. So angry as it touched Matt Riddle and hurt him. He is so over-possessive of Riddle to the point where it's almost uncomfortable now. Randy, come on. Give me a break. Give me a break. And Jonathan is here. Good to see you, brother. And he says, I would like to wish everybody a happy Easter weekend. That's right. Easter almost here. I hope that everybody has a beautiful Easter weekend. You know, doing what you love and spending the time with the people that you love. Have a great time, guys. You know, it's going to be a great Easter weekend for sure. And as we can see here, I am feeling the globe just by looking at these girls right here. You know, Sasha Banks and Naomi. I mean, they just look like such a good fit. Whoever decided to pair them up together did a good job, because Sasha and Naomi, I mean, their vibes, they just match. And they do well together. They've just blended in together. So good. And look at that. And these two also blended together so very well. You got Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. They look just so damn good as a tag team. So good that it's almost unrealistic. So amazing.
That's right.
Okay.
The glow always outshines the night. That was good. Let's go.
This is going to be a good match for sure. Alright. Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan versus The Glow. Okay, I'm in for this match for sure. And I can see here, keep the WWE Championship but lose the Universal Championship, says FMC. Maybe that's going to be happening. And Dale says, good start for SmackDown. Yeah, it was a nice, sweet start. And we're kicking things off now, you know, in terms of the wrestling with Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Sasha Banks and Naomi. So definitely a good start. That's right, Jonathan. Holla, holla, holla. I miss Teddy Long. I mean, every time I tune into SmackDown, it's never the same without Teddy. It's been years. It's been decades since Teddy has really been around, and I still miss him to this very day. The Unification Tag Team match probably be WrestleMania Backlash. I agree, Andy. It has to be there. And look who's here. I'm feeling the glow because Tony is here. Tony, good to see you, brother. And, you know, you missed out on Rampage, but I hope that you check out it later because the main event for Rampage was beautiful. And you're going to love it. So make sure to check it out later when you get some time. Alright, so with that being said, Sasha Banks and Naomi make their grand entrance. And we go to commercial because, of course, commercials are super duper important. I like Riddle, he's a stoner, says Gary. Is that why you like him, Gary? Because he's a stoner, is that right? Bobby says, IHA, I would like to see Rohit Raju wrestle in Junior Heavyweight Division on NWA. Yeah, for sure. By the way, Darren Young, somebody said that they wanted to have Darren Young on the Wrassingh show, and I must say, Darren Young is gonna be here most likely very, very soon, so I look forward to that. Also, Rohit Raju could be appearing soon, and we could be seeing a few more names, well-known names on the show very, very soon, guys. And also, Wrasslinews.com is gonna be reinvented, rebuilt, and it's gonna be coming out this weekend in an all-new form factor, a new look, more accessible than ever, and I can't wait for you all to see it. The Wrassingh show is getting its own website, Wrestling News is getting its own website, so you guys are going to have some great time. It's going to be more accessible overall. I have a horse on Red Dead Online called Sasha. Oh, I see that. I see that, James. And Sasha has glow gear now. She does. And you know, the funny part is that for the glow gear, actually, Naomi struggled a lot. She went through a lot of different outfits. She experimented a lot. And a lot of the outfits just didn't work out. Even the ones that were supposed to work out, they didn't really pop as much. So Naomi really struggled to find that one thing, the one material that would really glow in the dark, you know, the way that she wanted for it to glow. And Sasha is just loving it, right? She got it the easy way because Naomi struggled for this one. And I'm so glad that it worked out because this is really good stuff. Roman Reigns should lose the Universal Championship this year, but keep the WWE Championship. But we want Bobby Lashley as champion and Finn Balor as Universal Champion. FMC, yeah, but you know what? I don't mind waiting, honestly. I don't mind waiting until after WrestleMania 39 because right now I'm so excited about Roman versus Rock that I don't mind waiting. I mean, Roman Reigns should go into that match with a monster push, right? Because he's fighting The Rock. And he's not just fighting The Rock anywhere. He's fighting The Rock in his own home territory. It's a big match. It's a big fight feel, so he should be having an unstoppable force behind him, an unstoppable momentum, a momentum that really makes him look like a threat in front of The Rock. So I would like for him to retain all year round. I know it sounds crazy, but I like to see that. Bobby says, breaking news. Marina Shafir versus Jade Cargill and Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Garcia on AEW Rampage on April 22nd. It's so nice. Alright, that's nice. Marina is on fire. Is on fire for sure. And she's going to be in Rampage. Incredible. Good stuff. I wonder if tonight we will see the return of a certain Mr. Brock Lesnar. No, Jonathan, it's not happening. Brock Lesnar is gone. He's away from television. He's not going to be here tonight. He's not booked for WrestleMania Backlash. By the way, a lot of people have been talking about Brock Lesnar and WrestleMania Backlash. I mean, I've been saying this for the longest time. It just didn't make sense for Lesnar to show up after Mania. I mean, he was done for. He was gone. He went home on his vacation. I mean, he had no business coming back, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, you know, Lesnar's gone, and he doesn't need to come back, and that's why he's not booked for WrestleMania Backlash. He never was booked for WrestleMania Backlash. Adam Pearce now, thankfully.
Listen, I know you guys want it, but as of last Friday night, the higher-ups are still deliberating whether to have the match. Look, I'm hopeful we have an answer tonight.
Okay.
Unify those titles more than anything, but dude, tonight I want Jimmy Uso so bad after it.
Maybe there is something I can do for you tonight.
Okay.
How about this? Riddle, you can go one-on-one with Jimmy Uso
And Randy.
tonight.
Okay.
I'm talking about Randy. Nice little warm-up, bro.
Oh dear. I thought we had seen enough of Matt Riddle already, but he's got to be here back in the ring, and he's going to be fighting Jimmy Uso there tonight, so yeah, alright, good for him, I guess. Get Kalisto on an interview. FMC, I would love to get Kalisto on here, and it's actually not Mission Impossible. I can actually try to make it happen for sure. Thanks for suggesting me that name. Let's make it happen. I think WWE is going to bring back the gold belt for Cody to win. If they do, I'd be super happy. You know, I mean, I was a big fan of the gold belt. So many good memories with that one, so I would love that. And look who's coming out here. I mean, these guys look so good together. I cannot believe how good they look together. And I cannot believe that they tried to pull off all that cringy stuff with Liv Morgan earlier with the blue tongue and the colorful outfit, and this is crazy stuff. I'm so glad that, you know, they thought it over and they gave this whole new look and whole new gimmick to you know, Liv Morgan, which is so good, so badass. And Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, these two together, they are just incredible. Rhea and Nikki were a mistake together, but Rhea and Liv together, so good, perfect, just perfect. And AJ, my prediction is Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb in finals for Owen Hart tournament for girls. I think that's a very good prediction. I could see it happening. By the way, Toni Storm actually went candid. She did a recent interview where she spoke about WWE and why she left the company, and she said that she just wasn't feeling it in the WWE. She wasn't feeling at home, and she wasn't feeling like that was the place where she belonged. The schedule, she didn't like the schedule, how busy it was, and there were a few factors that that made her want to quit the company, which she ultimately did. And with that being said, we are now squaring this off. It's got to be Naomi versus Rhea Ripley. Let's see who wins this one. But anyways, guys, let me know, who do you think is going to win this one? Get your predictions in right now. Who is winning this match? Let me know. Is it going to be Naomi? Is it going to be Rhea? Let's see who gets the most wins here, the votes here. At 2020, I thought his streak would be at least, wow, 1 second. All right. At 2020, you say that you thought that his streak would be at least finished at WrestleMania 37. Okay, I see that. Yeah, that's right. He is losing for sure, FMC, for sure. And I'm sorry, I actually ended the poll accidentally. I didn't mean to do it, so I'm going to be putting it back up. Once again, the question is, who is winning? Is it going to be Rhea? Is it going to be Naomi? Alright, so poll is back up, guys. Sorry about that little botch here. Keep on smashing the likes. Thank you for that, Jonathan. Thank you for that. And Bobby says, Andy Magic Dumas and Jax Dane are going to be on April 20 NWA Power Trip. By the way, guys, everybody here, if you don't watch NWA, I would really recommend for you to watch it, because NWA really puts on some great matches. Only a 1 hour show, but that 1 hour is worthy of your time. And, you know, I'm doing NWA watch-alongs, so if you guys want to watch the show with me, make sure to tune in and join me every Tuesday. And with that being said, right now, Rhea Ripley is in control all of a sudden, turning the tables around, smashes Naomi down to the mat. And say what you want about the WWE, right? I mean, AEW had a great Rampage, but WWE is just a whole different animal. I mean, its production just gets me. If I look at WWE and I'm looking at all the colors, I'm looking at the LEDs. Not talking about the LED on the barricades though. I still think it's a bad idea. But the LEDs, you know, I mean the apron and you know all the lighting, I love it. I love the production value that WWE shows bring to the table. Just so good. Just makes the show stand out and makes them so visually appealing. Just so good. Who is Johnny Knoxville coming for next? My opinion, I think Sami Zayn, old best friend, and wow, I think that'd be funny. But it would be a very wild ride for Kevin Owens for sure, because, you know, can you imagine going from Stone Cold Steve Austin all the way to Knoxville? That would be a very bad for Kevin Owens for sure. That's right, for all 4 women. I see that true. I see those big eyes right there. I love that. Love that. My heart is a broken man. What's going on, Mustafa? Why is your heart a broken man? I see that. Some lover boys here. Or get an interview with Naomi. Yes, FMC, that's very, very likely. An interview with Naomi? It could happen. Cool, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Absolutely. Naomi, Rhea Ripley, AJ Pole, Ricky, go back up now. Rhea for the win. Alright, so most of you are saying Rhea is going to win. I love that. What else do we have here? Rhea probably wins. And Clay, the picture of Bailey coming up for sure. At least get Shinsuke Nakamura versus Roman Reigns. By the way, where is Shinsuke Nakamura? Are we going to see him? Because, you know, I was really sad when Rick Boogs got injured. But the one thing that I was looking forward to was, how is Shinsuke Nakamura going to carry himself moving forward now? Now that we know that Shinsuke Nakamura, you know, he is going to be his own man. There's going to be nobody else who's going to be playing the guitar for him or, you know, pushing him over or something like that. It's going to be him and himself only. He's representing himself. And there's going to be no Rick Boogs on his corner. So I was looking forward to seeing how will Shinsuke Nakamura carry himself and get himself over, you know, now that he's always been so used to Rick Boogs in his corner. So we'll see. But tonight, we have not seen any sight of Shinsuke Nakamura. I hope we get to see him, though. Hope we get to see him. Let's see, what else do we have here? Gary says all of WWE belts are cheap and tacky looking, not to mention the Velcro, oh my gosh, the Velcro backing, so bad. I mean, such a bad look. But, you know, the tag team champ, I mean, say what you want about any belt, but I must say that the tag team titles, they really look bad. I've never been a fan of those titles, you know, especially the silver in the middle. I don't know if that just, you know, brings down the prestige of the title, because belts should be golden, right? They should be golden. But the silver in the middle just looks cheap to me. So, yeah, I'm not a very big fan of the tag team titles for sure. And what else do we have here? Let's say, James says, if you're new, like and subscribe. Thank you for that. James, thank you for that. I keep forgetting to pitch it myself. Guys, if you're new here, if you're watching this for the first time, make sure you hit the subscribe button and be a part of the family. And thank you so much. And what else do we have here? James says, thank you for that, James, 100%. So nice. All of WWE belts are cheap. I agree. Tacky. Not the World title. I think the World title belts are still okay, but the tag teams and the 24/7 for sure. And look who's here. Mr. Referee is here. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. No, I think Jack Stein will do his thing. WWE is my favorite and probably always will be. Its name is in most households at GCW. That's what I'm saying, Jonathan. You know what I mean? India. I mean, AEW is trying to get into India now, the Indian market. But I'll tell you, in India, a lot of people don't even call wrestling wrestling. They call wrestling WWF or WWE. Still, to this day, they don't call it wrestling. When they see a fight scene going on in film, they say, you know, this is WWF. Or if they see two people fighting in real life, the usual phrase in India is, what are you guys doing, WWF here? You know, that's the usual phrase. So that's how over WWE is in India. So that even if AEW comes around and they start doing shows in India, most of the people are going to think it's WWE. That's how big it is in India. So really, it's a household name, and everybody just loves it. It's a big company, and AEW really has to work hard. Only having Satnam Singh debut on the company, on the show, is not going to do it. Nobody's going to care. They really have to work hard for it. And Gary Brown, there we go. That's referee, that's enough. That's right. Referee, that's enough. 100%. I want Bailey back to WWE now. Chris, I agree. And you know who else would agree? Clay, if he's in the chats right now. He would very much agree with you, Chris. But yes, Bailey needs to be back. And you know what? For once, I would say Bailey needs to be back as a babyface, not a heel. I appreciated heel Bayley, but I think we have a lot of bad asses on the women's roster right now. You look at Shayna Baszler, you look at Natalya, you look at Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, lots of bad asses right now in the women's roster. Ronda Rousey, the list goes on and on. We need some happy and lucky women also, and that's Bayley. Bayley as a babyface was super over, was my favorite. I liked her better as a babyface than a heel. So I hope that when she comes back, she comes as a babyface. And by the way, guys, I must tell all of you once again that next Monday on Raw, for the Raw Watchalong, we're going to be having a Watchalong in a very different environment, in a very different place. It's not going to be in this very room. It's going to be a whole different place. It could be the arena where Raw is actually going to be taking place next Monday. It could be anywhere. I'm not going to be giving away too much, right now. It's going to be a surprise, but next Monday, make sure to tune in because we're going to be having some fun. I'm going to be having some, it's going to be a surprise. I'm going to keep it a surprise, but make sure to tune in because next Monday, it's going to be an interesting watch-along for sure. And Rhea Ripley is going to go for the high-risk maneuver. She's looking to fly, and she does. Beautiful dropkick right there from the top turnbuckle. Go for the cover right there. And Naomi is able to kick out. Still in this game. Still going on strong. Look at that. Beautiful. And WrestleMania Backlash, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Roman Reigns. But later on, the match, Rick Books will come out. And sadly, Rick Books will not be able to yet. For a few months, he can't. That's right. Breaking news, Rey Mysterio is out with surgery. I've heard... Oh, I'm not too sure about that, FMC. I don't know where he read that from because... the last time I checked, Rey Mysterio is doing well. He's healthy. But we'll see. We'll check out. Thanks for that. And Roman Reigns versus Dominic Mysterio in a match where if Dominic wins or loses, he must retire. Dominic Mysterio retiring already. I love that. Yes, let's have a stipulation where Dominic Mysterio is forced to retire. I love that. Yeah, nobody likes Dominic. I mean, there are so many problems with Dominic Mysterio and his character. I cannot believe that WWE is pushing him the way they're pushing him and pretending like everything is okay. With Dominic Mysterio, there is a lot of work that is still yet to be done. And WWE is basically turning a blind eye towards all of that, and they're just pushing him as a star, which is too early. And by the way, look at that. Rhea Ripley with the roll-up gets the win and pins Sasha Banks clean. 1, 2, and 3, and they could very well be going after the tag team titles very soon. And Sasha Banks looking very, very concerned as we speak right now. Yeah, I mean, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley just an unstoppable force. And this Monday, speaking of Monday Night Raw, Naomi and Sasha Banks are going to be defending their championship against the team of Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. This match is going to be happening Monday night on Raw, where we're going to be having a very special watch-along right from the arena. And right from the Monday Night Raw arena, and we're going to be also watching the show. It's going to be great. Let's see. And Usos are now backstage. They're walking around like the bosses that they are. Look at that. And everybody has a great and a beautiful score. Most of you guys have 1-0. Ricky with the 0-1. That's okay, brother. That is okay. And Wrasslinews, there you go. I see that. All right. And Roman Reigns is here. Good for him. All right. I'm so glad that he's here because, early on I read that Roman Reigns and the Bloodline was not actually advertised for tonight's show, and I was like, oh dear, this is going to be a terrible SmackDown without the Bloodline because I cannot imagine a Blue Brand show without the head of the table. But it seems like he is here and the Bloodline is obviously here, so looking forward to what they have to say here tonight. Roman Reigns, I don't expect for him to be in action, but he's going to be here to cut a promo for sure, and that's all we need. All we need is the presence of the head of the table. That's about it. This might be a question for a future video, but AJ, how did you get interested in wrestling? And at the time, who was your idol? What a great question, Jonathan. So, it's a very funny story. Actually, I had no interest whatsoever in wrestling. Truth be told, I had no idea what wrestling was. Alright, then I came across this video game which was a WWE Raw or WWF Raw. I don't even remember. It was a PC game, right? Back then I didn't even have a PlayStation. I had a PC where I used to play my games, and I actually liked that game. And that game only had 2 characters that were unlocked. That was Kane and The Undertaker, or Triple H, I believe. And I loved that game. Even if it was such a sloppy and sluggish game, I loved that game. And that got me hooked. And I got a PlayStation, and I started playing those games at SVR 2008. And around the same time, I also came across WrestleMania 25, and that was, the build-up to Mania. We were having this build-up between Triple H and the Legacy that was, Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes. What a solid build-up they had. I mean, I was totally hooked into the storyline. We also had a very interesting rivalry, a build-up between John Cena, Big Show, and Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship. That had me hooked. I was so excited. I was like, whatever this wrestling is, I love this thing. And that's how I got super into it. I came across the Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels match at WrestleMania 25, and I loved it. And, ever since then, I haven't stopped watching. I did stop watching, however, I stopped watching Raw for a year, a straight year. I believe from 2015 to from 2016 to 2017, I stopped watching Monday Night Raw. And the reason why I stopped watching Raw was Roman Reigns, because they were pushing Roman Reigns down our throats. And they were pushing him as their top guy, which I was not ready to accept. So I did everything that a total mark would do on Twitter. I deleted my WWE network. I canceled my subscription. I tweeted out a screenshot of myself canceling the subscription. When SummerSlam happened at the Barclays Center, and when they did SummerSlam, they usually brought the whole week to New York City. So they used to bring NXT TakeOver, SummerSlam, Raw, and SmackDown. That back then, SmackDown used to take place on a Tuesday. So it used to be back-to-back shows, 4 shows in a row. So I remember it was the summer of 2017. I went to NXT, I went to SummerSlam, but I skipped Raw and I went to SmackDown only because I refused to go to a show that had Roman Reigns in it. So I was a total Roman Reigns hater. But here I am now, and I can't even imagine a SmackDown without Roman Reigns. That is the difference that a creative booking can make, right? I mean, the guy that I used to hate, I absolutely adore now. Roman Reigns, I acknowledge him as a tribal chief, as the head of the table. But this is an interesting question, Jonathan. Let me know, guys. I mean, have you, ever since you fell in love with wrestling, have you been watching it ever since without stop? Or was there a time in your life that you stopped watching wrestling or you stopped watching a wrestling show? Let me know if you have a similar story to me. And what else do we have here? Rhea will turn a Live Monday. Oh my gosh, true. Man, you know what? Your predictions are often right. So I hope that doesn't happen because I'm loving this team of Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. So I hope that doesn't happen, but your predictions are often at time true. So I hope that doesn't happen. Let's see. Dominic Mysterio should be in NXT. I agree, James. He would be a great fit, especially with how bright and young he is. I think he'd be a fantastic fit right there. Rey Mysterio's surgery. Let's see, FMC. Let's see. But yeah, September pay-per-view, by the way. You mentioned the September pay-per-view in the UK. And it's doing so well. From what I've heard, 70,000 people already pre-booked their seats for the event. I mean, incredible. We never get so many sales in America. You look at WrestleMania, they were struggling to sell 70,000 seats for WrestleMania. I mean, the show of shows, but in the UK, they sold them out like no tomorrow. Beautiful stuff. And Renegade, my brother, is here. Renegade, brother, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. And what a great Rampage it's been. I mean, you got to check it out. And it's been a decent SmackDown, too. We're having some fun here. Dominic is a good wrestler. Okay, Dominic is a good wrestler. He should be the son of a Hall of Famer, for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's right. And before SmackDown went on the air, LA Knight got the main roster call-up and was launched his own group called Knight Model Management. His first client was Mace. Okay, so Jamie there with some news right there. He says that LA Knight has been called up to the main roster and apparently, and he's starting his own faction, his own group, and his first client is Mace. Sweet. But I just have a question. What is happening that all of a sudden we're seeing so many factions coming up? We're seeing it with Edge. There were some signs that we could be seeing more factions. Already on NXT, we have the Diamond Mine. And all of a sudden, WWE just loves faction. And really seeing factions pop up left, right, front, and center, which is interesting. AJ, thanks for that, Jamie. AJ, what did you think of SmackDown? Here Comes the Pain. You know what? I started playing the games starting to SVR 2008, but since that game was so talked about, Here Comes the Pain, I did pick it up and I did take a look. It was a good game, so fluid, so nice. By the way, we're backstage with a Happy Corbin interview.
Associate, Megan, calling him my associate puts him on the same level as no.
I love that.
Madcap Moss, he's more of a hanger-on, a minion, a gopher. He was basically my lackey. Look, I kept him around a long time. He's really funny to laugh at. But then he became an anchor around my neck, dragging down my career.
Look at that.
Look, I'd still be undefeated if it wasn't for Madcap. So I've dropped some dead weight, and I'm reaching peak levels of happiness. And he's going out on his own. He's trying to make a name for himself.
Alright, so Madcap Moss is... I feel like Madcap Moss is getting the push that they potentially had reserved for Rick Books. Because if you look at the WrestleMania performance that Rick Books was about to pull off, it seemed like they were getting ready to shoot him to the moon. But I have a feeling that perhaps Madcap Moss is getting that push that was initially reserved for Rick Books. Let's see if Madcap Moss is able to, tolerate the pressure and is able to excel under this pressure. Let's see. And in September pay-per-view, I think it's going to be Clash of Champions. It could be FMC. Actually, it could be. Yeah. Roman made you hate. That's right, true. He did. He made me hate wrestling. He made me hate Raw. And I remember Royal Rumble 2016, where everybody knew that number 30 was going to be Triple H, and he was going to come out, he was going to win, and he was going to drop the title to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. When Triple H came out, I was like, come on, screw this. I did not even watch the Royal Rumble. I tuned out. I was so turned out by Roman Reigns. I mean, I just hated it. Riddick Madcap Moss is my new favorite. There you go, Tony. Getting some love, alright.
Corbin brought me to SmackDown.
And if you look at those straps, they're new. No longer the red straps, the yellow straps now. Interesting. Okay. AJ, what happened now? I saw last night on Impact Wrestling. Yes, that's a new look. That's right, Ricky. Oh, last night I was just feeling it, right? I thought, let's debut a new look last night. So I came up with a different jacket. Not a suit, but a jacket. So, yeah. I hope that you liked it. You liked the new look. Sting should have ended The Undertaker's streak, says James. Yeah, or maybe it should have never been ended. Maybe. But Sting ending it might have been nice. But maybe I would have probably liked it better if it would have never been ended. But yeah. I stopped watching after the Benoit thing for a while. That's right, James. I mean, the Benoit thing was crazy, right? I was not watching it back then. I started watching it a year later. So, it was crazy. And kiss cam. Are you kidding me? A kiss cam? A kiss cam on Madcap Moss's butt? Okay, hopefully we didn't get to see the kiss. That's nice. Referee, don't make me angry. That's right. Don't make him angry for sure. Stables, if done, are right. That's right, brother. True, I agree. I'm a big fan of stables, but I'm just wondering what's happening that WWE is coming up with all these stables all of a sudden now. I mean, there's got to be somebody, perhaps Triple H, back there who's just coming up with these stables now, which I love. I love them. I watch many other wrestling promotions and I watch my wrestling collection DVDs. That's right, Andy. You're incredible. Incredible indeed. And WWE just wants a faction for this era as big as NWO or DX. Yeah, I mean, if they're able to do it, kudos to them because we need a replacement, right? It's been years and we still talk about NWO and DX. There has not been a faction that has been either close to them, even close to them, right? So hopefully we get a replacement soon because it's about time. We need a new era DX or new era NWO. We need that. Gulak is a backstage interview. That's right. I don't know. The last time I checked, he was a WWE 2K22 coach, a trainer. So now he's a backstage interviewer. I don't know. But you know what? Drew Gulak was one of those guys that I thought was going to be super over when Daniel Bryan really tried to get him over and, demanded that he would have a match against him on SmackDown and really was trying to work hard with him. I still remember that Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak match on SmackDown. What a great match that was. And I was like, wow, you know what? All this time I never paid attention to Gulak, but now I should because what a great guy. What a great competitor. But again, they just cut his push and just threw him around. So I'm surprised that he's still with the company. I don't know, but April 28th is coming soon, and you never know. You never know if he gets released, but we'll find out eventually. Where is the Alpha Academy? I'm so glad that they're not here because they are a Raw tag team, so they have no business being here. I'm so glad that they're not here. Madcap Moss is a new Paul Roma. That is hilarious, Drew. That is right. It really is. What is Thai's strongest wrestler? Who is the strongest wrestler in WWE? I think FMC, that's a subjective question because I believe everybody would have different answers, but I guess I gotta go with the Brock Lesnar. A lot of people say, a lot of wrestlers say that Brock Lesnar is a beast. I mean, he definitely is the strongest athlete out there. A lot of the wrestlers have said this themselves, so I guess I'll go with their opinion that he's a strong athlete. And the thing about him is that he's not only is he strong, but he can also move quickly, which really makes him a total beast, a total different animal altogether. After watching SmackDown, I'll be watching NXT Level Up for the debut of the former ROH Women's Champion. That's right, Roxy's gonna be here, newly named Roxanne Perez. That's right, Tony, and I'm so glad that they were able to pick her up. Roxy appeared, I believe she last appeared on an Impact Wrestling show, and I think Bobby was there who said that Roxy should be in WWE, and that's exactly what happened. And WWE did pick her up, and we're going to be seeing her making her debut on Level Up. And you know, it's interesting because a lot of times when Rampage goes head-to-head with Level Up, a lot of the people don't actually watch Level Up and they only watch Rampage. I obviously am crazy enough to watch both the shows at the same time. But tonight, we can actually watch Level Up and Level Up only and actually check out Roxy and how good she is in the ring. But I'll look forward to it. You know, we are just about an hour away, I believe now, or an hour or 50 minutes away from Level Up, so it's going to be good. Looking forward to it. I thought Chad Gable won the bronze medal. Oh, did he? I don't know. I cannot care. Chad Gable is an Olympic gold medalist. James, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Actually, True is right. I think he'd won the bronze medal. What Chad Gable wanted to do was win the Olympic gold medal. That was his dream, but of course he fell short. If he was an Olympic gold medalist, you'd imagine that he would be world champion by now, but he is not. And you know, another person who really wanted to be, you know, Olympic gold medalist and could have been an Olympic gold medalist is Akam from the WWE. You know, his real name is Sonny. And I did the interview with him, and he said that he had been training all his life from the very early age of 5 or even 4 years old. He had been training for the big one to win the gold at the Olympics, and he was this close to it before he signed with the WWE. And he says that when he signed with the company, his father, who actually used to train him for Olympics, stopped talking to him, stopped speaking to him for about 6 months. And for 6 months, his father never spoke with him because he was upset that he chose the WWE over Olympics. But 6 months later, when his father actually, you know, showed up to one of his matches at TakeOver and he saw the fans' reaction to AOP, he loved it. And his father said, you know what? This is great. This is great. So I got a lot of respect for AOP. They're great people. And JOS AOP, speaking of AOP, look at that. JOS AOP is here, and he says hi from Germany. Wow, that's great. Good to see you. Hello. Hope you're doing well. And as we can see here, we have the Kiss Cam, I believe, is going to be playing out here very soon. So, wow. I am a YouTuber. I do boxing. That's nice. Sweet stuff, JOS. Good to see you. And what else do we have here? I thought Chad Gable, that's right, was a bronze medalist. The second Sin Cara is the greatest wrestler ever. I love that, James. I see that you have a lot of love for the second Sin Cara. I like that. One day I would love to see Cora Jade and Roxanne. Oh, for sure. Yes. I want to see Cora Jade everywhere. By the way, Kiss Cam running wild right now. Running wild. And look who's here. We have Too Sweet Pistol Pete here. Good to see you, Too Sweet. And FMC, we'll see you soon. Look at that Kiss Cam once again. I believe the last time we had a Kiss Cam in like this, you know, every single week, was when the Punjabi Playboy was around, Great Khali was around. And look at Madcap Moss, still pointing to his arse, still pointing to his butt. He wants the kiss on the butt, it seems. Let's see what happens. And that's right. And True says right there, Moss will probably win. What happened to Garza? Shoving Rosa up people's butt. That's right. Let's see if he's going to be kissing some butts tonight, though. That's right. I'm surprised WWE never used Usain Bolt. Yeah, I do think so, too. And thank you for that. Thank you for the compliment right there. Bring back Shane McMahon and Mustafa Ali, says FMC. That's a very good point. But apparently Shane's not coming back. Apparently not. And speaking of Shane McMahon, though, the WWE's recent salaries for the executives got revealed, and Vince McMahon obviously is the highest paid executive as we speak, followed by Nick Khan, followed by, of course, it's a financial officer who gets paid a lot. And followed by him, it's got to be Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, who get paid equally. But Stephanie McMahon and Triple H also get paid talent contract money, so their pay automatically gets higher. Now, apart from that, everybody also gets paid for their shares. And I believe for every single share, you get an 18-cent or so dividend for every single share. So Vince McMahon, who owns like 26 million shares or so, he gets millions and millions of dollars just from that very share money. So McMahon is really making a big bang for sure. And as we can see here, right here, and Madcap Moss is going strong, and I don't see Madcap Moss losing. I mean, this is his first match ever since he split up from Baron Corbin, or Happy Corbin. So he's got to be, here to dominate and prove himself as the competitor, a serious competitor who's not only about the jokes, but also about the talent. So he's got to win this match. The only way I could see him perhaps not winning this one is if Baron Corbin comes out and he interferes. If he does not, though, I definitely see Madcap Moss winning this one for sure. And let's see what else do we have here. That's right. Amazing. JOS. The channel is awesome. That's great. Beautiful. Danke. I love that. I know a little bit of German myself. Danke, bitte. That's about it. I tried learning German. I just couldn't. But that's nice. Great stuff. I know Danke. I know bitte. I know Karkalarke. I don't know if that's a word, but I know a few words here and there. And there we go. Renegade says, Moss to win. Moss gotta win for sure. And Maria Bennett was a much better host of the Kiss Cam for sure. Of course. Yeah. I mean, you talk about Maria, you can't compare her to any of these men out here. She was good. And with that being said, Madcap Moss picks up the win. Good for him. And look at this guy, the physique of this guy, and the way he's over with the fans, the look and everything. I mean, this guy is money. And if he's able to keep up the momentum and the WWE continues to be invested into him, this guy could definitely be the future of the company in some capacity for sure in the future. AJW should pay you for making... Thank you, James. Thank you for that. And YouTube should start, also making sure that the algorithm doesn't screw me over. But thanks for that, James. Thank you. The match I care less. Next match. I see that, Ricky. That's great. Yeah, but look at Madcap Moss. He's loving it. The Andrew the Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy right there in the corner. And he's loving it, spending time with that one. And with that being said, we have a beautiful scoreboard here. Everybody at 2-0. And Ricky with the 2-0. And that's alright, Ricky. That's okay. I love that. Madcap Moss has his mid-card jobber written all over him. Let's see, though. I mean, they're trying to give him a shot. They're trying to push him. We'll see if he's able to capitalize on the push. Or he's not. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Charlotte Flair looking good. Look at that. Look at that. And Frisbee is here. Frisbee, good to see you. Let's see.
Doing my first interview. I think I have a real knack for it.
And Jonathan says, who owns shares in the company? Of course, we've got all the executives. They own a lot of shares. Nick Khan owns a lot of shares.
How about we give you an evaluation after you interview me? A superstar. In the middle of the ring. Don't be nervous.
Welcome to the big time, Drew Gulak. Let's go. Scoring an interview with the champ.
Is Drew Gulak stealing my job? Isn't it my job to interview people? Alright, so he's stealing my job here. Alright, so he's going to be interviewing Charlotte Flair up next in the middle of the ring. He's finally getting some TV time, so good for him. I mean, great. He gets in the TV time just in time, for the WWE releases. I believe this will save him from getting released April 28th. Let's see how this segment is going to go out, because Charlotte Flair is going to be interviewed by Drew Gulak in the middle of the ring. Let's see how this goes on. Madcap Moss has a mid-card jobber written all over him. Gary, can't really argue with that, but let's see if he's able to pull this off. Apart from Vince, who owns a share of the company, Jonathan, as I said earlier, has Vince. It's all the executives. A lot of the times, they also get stock bonuses. So Nick Khan, I know, owns a lot of the shares. I'm not too sure if it's the second highest, but he owns a lot of the shares. And so does Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. But the amount of shares that Vince McMahon owns, nobody comes close. He owns like 26 million or so. So he is really up there. Really up there. Nobody comes close to that number. And Moss might have something. Well, I guess so too. And Ricky, that's okay, brother. And Frisbee, once again, good to see you. JOS. Good to see you. And, we've got to support. Bobby says, my dream match is Masha Slamovich versus Jordan Grace in a feud on Impact Wrestling. Masha versus Jordan would be a dream match for me as well. I think it'd be a very hard-hitting, really hardcore match. I would love that. Masha, Jordan, let's make it for the Digital Media Championship. Let's take it up a notch. But before that, they need to take it off, I believe, Zack Ryder, who still is the Digital Media Champion. So somebody needs to take the title off this guy, for sure. And I can see everybody here appreciating Charlotte Flair's beauty. She really is good. She really is good. And you know what? The thing about Charlotte is that not only is she just so good and visually appealing and beautiful, but also she's such a nice lady. I mean, the well-behaved, very kind, and very, very talented in the ring. When I spoke with Charlotte Flair for the interview, I mean, she just came across as such a nice lady, so well soft-spoken, so polite, really a very, very nice lady. So I got a lot of respect for Charlotte Flair. Really nice. And well, we know of one horrible segment happening on Monday. That's right, for sure. For sure, true. And Mustafa says, I'm sad. Mustafa, I hope you're okay, brother. Don't be sad. Don't be sad because, even though Madcap Moss and Happy Carbon are not together anymore, things are gonna get better, and maybe they'll reunite in the future. You never know. So don't be sad over Madcap Moss and Happy Carbon. Something good has to happen to both of them in the future. And there you go. I see some more appreciation of Charlotte Flair and her beauty. I love that. And James says Madcap Moss is a silly gimmick, but it's a good wrestler. If the crowd gets behind him, WWE might push him. Yes, I feel like the crowd is really behind Madcap Moss. They really are loving some Madcap. So let's see how this all turns out. But if they're able to push him properly and they possibly give him a new outfit, I think it's gonna work out. So let's see. Let's find out. And Lacey is better than Charlotte, says Tony. That's a very controversial comment right there. Can I actually agree? I probably can, but you know what? Let's wait for Lacey Evans to actually make her debut, because we know that what she's going to be doing here, or actually return, not debut but return, because we know what she's going to be doing here, and what WWE has told us, that we're going to be seeing some video packages from Lacey Evans for a few weeks before she finally comes on board, and she makes her return, so we'll see that. Okay, so it's official. It is official. WrestleMania Backlash. It's going to be winners take all unification match for the Tag Team Championship. It's going to be RK Bro versus the Usos, the Bloodline, and it's taking place at WrestleMania Backlash. So everything that we thought was going to be happening is happening. So beautiful stuff right there. And let's see what else do we have here. Charlotte looks like the Crypt Keeper. Yeah, she really did good. I got a lot of respect for her for sure. And I see that Renegade right there. I love that. Right, Shotzi is the most beautiful woman in the WWE. She is, and I hope that she doesn't get released. By the way, speaking of the most beautiful person, look at Drew Gulak looking beautiful, looking good. And here is Charlotte. That's right. For me, I'm a little tape delay here, so what I see here is Drew Gulak with the microphone introducing Charlotte Flair.
Perhaps the most dominant female.
That's right. And Drew Gulak is looking sharp, by the way. Looking good in that coat. I don't know what that star is all about. I don't know what it signifies, but Drew, nevertheless, is looking good. Good hairstyle, good coat, good suit. Nice. And out comes Charlotte Flair. Wow, and Pat McAfee says, live your dreams, Drew Gulak. Live your dreams, you're interviewing a champion. I'll tell you what, when I came to know that I was interviewing Charlotte Flair, I was in cloud 9. And when I came to know that I was interviewing Edge, I was a nervous wreck. I mean, it really is a big deal. Whenever you get to interview a champion, and that two champions like them, it's a big, big deal. And Charlotte Flair looking good as she makes her way to the ring. Look at that. So good. So good. And AJ told you Monday at Backlash, that's right. You, Renegade, are a genius, brother. Genius. Here's Charlotte. Charlotte's pride is weaker than Cody Rhodes. It's true. I mean, WWE really loves to go out there with the Cody Rhodes pyros. I don't know how long the honeymoon phase is gonna last, but someday it's gonna fade off. Perhaps 2 months, 3 months later, that hype, all that is gonna fade off. All those pyros are gonna fade off. But for now, we can all appreciate and love the Cody Rhodes pyros because they go all out with them. And even though sometimes they can have bad times with the pyros, I think that's still a work in progress to get his pyros right on time. But it's still funny because I can see Cody Rhodes just cracking up and laughing whenever they get the pyros wrong. And look at that Drew Gulak with some sign of respect here for Charlotte Flair. There's a good chemistry here with Drew Gulak and Charlotte right now. Interesting. I'm not too sure what's happening here. I'm not too sure what they have planned for Drew, but this has me intrigued. Let's see how this turns out. Drew Gulak is going to get witch slapped. Keeping it PG. I love that, Gary. Let's see if that's going to be happening, because right now it seems like Charlotte, I don't know what's happening here, but it seems like she is impressed by Drew so far. Let's see. Stacy Keibler is more beautiful. I mean, Stacy is a beautiful lady for sure.
Drew Gulak, are you ready for a hard-hitting interview?
Okay, let's do it.
Very well. Last week on SmackDown, you declined a challenge from Ronda Rousey to an I Quit match. However, WWE management went ahead and made the match official. Are you concerned about Ronda's submission game?
Number one, I didn't refuse the I Quit match. And number two, I was trying to protect Ronda.
I love Charlotte Flair. She's great. And let's see what else do we have here. I know I should not say this, but being British, but Charlotte Flair is the queen. She really is, James. And you probably shouldn't be saying that. I hope that, you know, the Queen's court is not watching you, like the NSA is not watching you right now. And they don't see you typing that. But yes, Charlotte Flair is the real queen for sure. Paige is way more beautiful than Charlotte Flair. I see some comparisons going on here when it comes to beauty. Well, everybody is beautiful, right? But one thing's for sure, Charlotte Flair is the queen, 100%. There you go.
Well, I did watch the match at WrestleMania, and it looked like Ronda Rousey made you tap out.
She did. She did. And TYFU says, love the SmackDown colors. Thank you, TYFU. Good to see you here, brother. Good to see you. Stacy Keibler, wonderful person. I met her and got her autograph. Man, Andy, that's beautiful, man. I'm jealous now. You got Stacy's autograph? That's amazing. Great stuff. There you go. Look at that. The way Charlotte Flair plays with the crowd and, you know, gets them on board and invested into her promos and interacts with them. I mean, she does it so well, so beautifully. Very good stage presence for sure. And Paige, on the other hand, I will have to disagree. There we go. Renegade disagrees with you there, Andy. Look at that. Paige is beautiful, not as beautiful as Shotzi. Wow, some comparisons going on here. I love that. All right.
Champion right now.
You're out of line.
I think Drew Gulak's over now. I love it. So I think this is the end of Drew Gulak's career as an interviewer already. Charlotte says, you're out of line already. Look at that. Oh, wow. Turning the tables around. Charlotte Flair is now going to interview Drew Gulak.
Did you quit being a competitor so you could stand here and hold a mic and ask
Oh, this is great. This is great. Wow. Wow, she says, did you quit being a competitor to be an interviewer?
I guess people like you are used to quitting.
Oh, this is great.
I know all of you are used to
Wow, fantastic. I love that. I love that. Yeah.
I bet all of you, I bet one of you have quit the gym. I bet you quit your job. Hell, I bet you quit your relationship.
I love this. This is such a honest promo from Charlotte Flair. This is great.
You want to know what made, you want to know what is in my DNA? Winning!
I love this. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody in the audience would have quit the gym, their job, or their relationship, and Charlotte Flair is a winner. It's true. I love that. This is great. That's right. True. They were watching Charlotte Flair. That was so good. The way she interacted with the fans there got them on board with the promo. So beautiful. And the way that she mocked Drew Gulak, you know, made him go speechless was perfect. Loved it. This is so good. So good. Wow. Yeah, there you go, guys. Wow! And Charlotte Flair attacks Drew Gulak. Some intergender wrestling, if you may. And Drew Gulak, I don't know what he was trying to do there. I don't know if he was trying to hit Charlotte Flair, because you cannot do that in the WWE. And Charlotte Flair with the figure four locked in. Drew Gulak is in tremendous pain, and he's tapping out already. Tapping out. And Charlotte Flair showing no more. Wow, with a big slap. 2 slaps. 3 slaps to the face of Drew Gulak, with the figure four still locked in. Drew Gulak is in tremendous pain. Charlotte Flair showing him exactly what she's going to be doing to Becky Lynch. Wow. To Ronda Rousey, I'm sorry, at WrestleMania Backlash in that I Quit match. Charlotte Flair is torturing Drew Gulak. Look at that. His career is over. Not just as a wrestler, but also as a commentator or an announcer tonight. It's over. What Charlotte says goes. That's right. I met Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, The Big Show, when all of them worked in WCW Renegade. Man, that is crazy. Super nice. Wow, wait a second. What a queen she is. She really is the queen. I've got some interesting Big Show stories from the time when he worked in WCW. I mean, I've got some interesting stories. So one of my, buddies, friend's brother, he's a doctor. And the Big Show used to go over to his clinic to get checkups. And I've got some very funny stories from the clinic and the Big Show. So one day, maybe when we all have a chat here, I'll share those stories with you. I've got a few of them. But that's amazing that you met Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, and the Big Show when they all worked in WCW. Renegade, do you have any memories of them? Can you tell us how they were back then versus how they are now? Any difference? And there you go, Tony. That's right, big time Charlotte. I love that. Becky is a way better heel than Charlotte. Andy, she is a good heel. But the thing is that it is so hard for Becky to get booed by the fans. It's true. She tries hard, really hard, to get booed by the fans. Now she does get booed. But do you remember the time when she was trying to turn heel and the fans just didn't get it and just kept cheering her on? Yeah, that's the one thing that she's bad at. Because Charlotte Flair can turn heel and face easily. For Becky, it's a task. To go from face to heel, it's a task for her. That she needs to work on. Clay, I acknowledge you. AJ, did you ever get the wrestling magazine Power Slam? I never did. Sadly, I never could get into the magazines, but let me know if you guys did. Drew Taps, that's right. Drew Taps. Poor guy, Drew Gulak. And Charlotte is not the man. Charlotte's voice comes off like nails on the chalkboard. Andy, brutal right there. I love Charlotte Flair. Don't say that. And Dale says she is the queen of wrestling. She really is. Is nowhere in her dad's era. That's right. That's for sure. I mean, her dad is a legend. 100%. AG should try to interview Haku, a.k.a. Mang. Okay, for sure. Why not? I'm going to be writing this down and, I'll try to get in touch later. Thank you for that. Charlotte is a natural heel. Ric Flair, Arn, all are fabulous. Love that. Charlotte is so good. So great. And look at that. McIntyre making his way to the ring once again. Gotta love McIntyre. But with the current, outfit, the current sword, the gimmick, the big smile on his face, his character and everything is just so limited. He really needs to get rid of the sword or the entrance or the music or something to be over, to get over on his own. Right now, it just seems like he's very, very limited in terms of how far can he go with the current character. He needs to do something different, is what I would say. Why Becky's situation for her, the fans understood her. That's right. Yeah. David Flair was a great wrestler. Yeah, sadly, what happened with David is sad, but what I heard early on was that Charlotte Flair was never even supposed to be a wrestler. The only reason she picked up wrestling was for her brother, so she could fulfill the dreams that her brother had for himself, so she could, live her brother's dream for her brother. So, beautiful job she's done, for sure. Charlotte is a queen pasty. Look at that, Drew. Look at that. I was a bouncer at a nightclub in Charlotte and see. Oh, wow. Nice, Renegade. You guys got some good stories for sure. I cannot wait. You know what, guys? I would suggest this. All of us, what we should do is once in a month, we should all get together on a Zoom call or something, and we should all just chat, right? Like, just get on there and chat, talk, share our stories, go crazy. We should do that. Once in a month, a Zoom call, just this party, this band of ours. Let's have some fun. We should do that. If you guys would be in for something like that, give me a thumbs up and I would actually plan it out. But you guys have some great stories. I would love to chat with all of you. Just us, good friends sitting together, having a good time. Arn Anderson, son Brock has potential. Yes, he really does, for sure. Have you been drinking? Oh, David Fred is a great wrestler. There you go, true. A reason why Ashley did the wrestling is called Reed died. That's right, Reed. 100%. Yeah. It's sad. Whatever happened with Reed, really sad. Unfortunate. And there you go, Andy with the thumbs up. I love that. Alright, so we gotta make it happen for sure. It's all about the community. It's all about the family that we have here. And since we have such a good family, such a good friendship here, we should all be here and, getting together. AJ was Reed's death. That's right, that's right. Yeah, I just missed the name. It was Reed's death. 100%. Yeah, thank you for that. And James says, whenever I see Drew McIntyre, I think of Homer Simpson. I don't know why. I wonder why. But you know what? This guy is the nicest guy. Drew McIntyre. Such a nice guy. And unfortunately for him, I don't know if you guys know this story, but I interviewed Drew McIntyre. And I'm trying to think here 1 second. Yes, Drew McIntyre was my second... Drew McIntyre was actually my first ever WWE interview. The first ever interview that I did with a wrestler who was contracted to the WWE still. So I had interviewed former WWE stars, but never anybody who was still with the company. So I did the first ever interview, WWE interview with Drew McIntyre, which was to promote WrestleMania 37, right? Last year's, yeah. So I asked him a question, basically. I asked him a few questions. He was super nice, answered them very candidly, very nice, and very humble. And then I asked him, Drew, I've heard that you want to open WrestleMania. You want to open the show. You want to be the first match on the card. So is that true? Is that what's happening? And poor guy, I caught him off guard. Now, he wanted to say no, but, he had somewhere slipped that he wants to open the show. So he wanted to say no, but he indirectly said yes, and then he went back on his words and he tried to say no. But everybody knew what he said was, yes, I am opening the show, because of his answer. You should go back and check out the interview to know what I'm talking about. And everybody picked it up, and that thing was all over the news. Fox News, Fox Sport picked it up. You can Google it. You'll see Fox Sport writing about it. All the big wrestling news pages, all the mainstream channels were talking about how Drew McIntyre was opening WrestleMania 37. It was a nightmare. It was a PR nightmare for the WWE. And that is why the next Monday on Raw, he came out here and he opened the show saying that, hey, I don't care if I'm the first show or the last show. I am the main event because every single match of the card is the main event. So that is how stupendous my interview with Drew McIntyre was. Such a nice guy, and he cannot keep back secrets. And look who's here. Gunther. Okay, a video package to hype Gunther, and you should get hyped. The last time we saw him making his debut on SmackDown, sadly the crowd wasn't really into it. The crowd really wasn't making a lot of noise. So hopefully Gunther gets over quickly because he deserves a lot of the applauses. I love Gunther, but I really hope that they use him well on the main roster and the fans treat him well, because I don't want this guy to be a Vladimir Kozlov. I want this guy to be successful on the main roster, and I hope they don't drop the ball, and really I hope not. And what else do we have here? AJ Daniel Camella wrestled on AEW Dark Tapings against Wrassingh. Okay, Daniel Camella. Alright, I'll be looking out for that. What else do we have here? New Jack Random guy was really good as well. Okay, alright. Let's see what else do we have here. Pat McAfee is stupendous for sure. I mean, I was one of those guys who was a total critic of Pat McAfee. But after WrestleMania, I mean, he's won me over. With his performance, with his drive, his passion, he's won me over.
Now, and especially after WrestleMania, my reputation has taken a major hit.
Whoa.
And it's been made even worse by the fact that now people are under the misconception that last week I ran away from my match with Drew McIntyre.
But that's what he did. He ran away.
Let me explain something. I wasn't running away. I am not afraid of Drew McIntyre. I am not afraid of anything or anyone.
Okay.
I am the master strategist. And everything I do, everything is calculated, and it's I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna hide. I am gonna beat you in the middle of
Okay, Sami Zayn basically coming out here. He's really upset because, he thinks that his reputation is taking a big beating after WrestleMania. And he says, tonight, I'm not going to run, I'm not going to hide, I'm here to fight, and I'm going to go over. So let's see. Because tonight, Sami Zayn says this match is important for him. He's wrestling for his pride, to win back his reputation. And just like the bell rings, he runs away from the ring. He goes to the ringside. Drew McIntyre gets back, follows him to the ringside, grabs him up, and wow, look at that. He's showing no mercy towards Sami Zayn as we speak here. TYF says, who would have imagined Drew McIntyre being where he is back now in 2010? Nobody. Just shows how anybody can become a top star if booked right. That's for sure. If booked right, and also if they have the drive to become a top star. I mean, look at Drew McIntyre and the fantastic work that he's done on his own body. You know, the guy that we saw in 2010, the guy we see now, I mean, he's such a good shape, right? Such a good shape, such a good attitude. He's really worked on himself hard, really hard. And if you look at Drew, you look at also, we have Jinder Mahal. These guys have really worked hard. By the way, Drew McIntyre has had a very tough period. The time that he was away from the WWE, he had a tough period. I mean, of course, going through indies is not an easy thing, but he also had a lot of stuff in his personal life, in his private life, that wasn't the best stuff. But Drew McIntyre, like a true warrior, fought everything back. He came back to the WWE at the top of his game, and he's so good. So good. And as we see here, Kevin Sullivan isn't as nice as he lets on. Alright, I see that. Kevin Sullivan is interesting, for sure. Very polarizing figure. Alex White, former WCW wrestler. His dad was a British wrestler named the Wonder Boy, Steve Wright. Steve Wright, for sure, I've heard of him. Yeah, that's right. We have here, it's a show to the fans. Drew to win. Sammy's a natural heel, for sure. Absolutely. Let's see. And as we can see here, poor Sami Zayn. I don't think his reputation is getting any better tonight because he is taking a beating once again. Drew McIntyre could be going for the big one, and Sami Zayn quickly rolls out of the ring as we speak. Drew McIntyre grabs him by the back of his hair. Wow. And dragging him into the ring once again. Sami Zayn was looking to escape one more time. He was looking to escape through the crowd, but Drew McIntyre grabs him, drags him back into the ring, and once again, Sami Zayn, like a total coward, like a rat, runs away, and he's making his way to the crowd once again, making his way to the backstage area. Are you kidding me? He came out here, trying to, fix his reputation, and look at that. Once again, we a count out, and he wins. That's right, you guys, 1 point. Ricky with a 2 for 2, and all of you with the 3 for 0. Ricky, I think you're also 2 for 1. It can't be 2 for 2, right? Because this is like the third match of the night, so you're also 2 for 2, brother. 2 for 1. And that's right, match is over just like that. And Drew McIntyre is going after Sami Zayn. Interesting. One thing's for sure, Sami Zayn can run quicker and faster than Drew McIntyre can. I mean, he's swift on his toes. And right again with a beautiful score. Dale, Andy, perfect, man, perfect. And Ricky, only one behind, but still a good job. Look at that. Alright, guys, just like I said earlier, this Monday, Raw Watchalong is going to be super duper interesting. Something new. I'm going to be trying something new, so make sure to be here because we're going to have fun. Monday night on Raw, I'm going to be trying to make it super immersive than ever. Just like I said, I'm not going to be here in this building, in this room. I'm going to be here very close to where the action is going to be taking place. So it could be the arena, could be outside the arena, could be anywhere. But I'm going to be somewhere for sure. And Kayla is here interviewing, of course, our guy right here, Ricochet. Ricochet is looking confident, and this could be the last time he's wearing a gold in the WWE. I mean, April 28th is coming around the corner. He could be getting cut, he could be getting released. But let's see what happens tonight when he faces Jinder Mahal. And I can see here, True is on full-on attention. He's happy to see Kayla. Wait, what AJ? I thought it was 2 for 2, but that's right, Tricky. 2 for 1. 2 for 1, that's right. Here comes the one and only. I don't feel the excitement for WWE anymore, says James. Yeah, you know what? I don't blame you. Sometimes they can really drop the ball, especially last Monday Night Raw. I mean, it was a bad show. That's why I thought, you know what? Next week on Raw, if it's gonna be a bad show, at least I'm gonna make it entertaining. At least we're gonna make it entertaining together. That's why Monday night on Raw, I'm gonna be having a special watch along and trying something new that we haven't done before. I can't wait to see how this all goes. But Ricochet is making his way out, and you know, this makes me wonder, who do you guys think is gonna pick up the win here? Who do you think, wait, let me type this. Who do you think is walking home the champion? Is it gonna be Ricochet? Or is it gonna be Jinder? And you know, I am rooting for Jinder Mahal because I did interview him, and during the interview he said he was gonna be the Grand Slam champion. That was his next goal. And he made me a promise that he was gonna go after the IC championship. And I thought that he's just saying it, but he meant it. He really meant it, and he really is going after the IC title. So I am rooting for Jinder Mahal. Hopefully he picks up the win here. What else do we have here? Let's see. We have True saying Ricochet is going to win. We have James saying it's going to be Jinder Mahal. And Randy says Seth Rollins' student Nathan Fraser is coming over to NXT. Nathan Fraser is making his way. Okay, you know what? I don't think that there are a lot of people who don't know Nathan Fraser. This guy has really made a name for himself in this little time. And if he's coming over to NXT, he's got to make a big move for sure over here. And AJ Moreno Shafir wrestled in AEW Dark Tapings against Alejandra Lyon. Alejandra Lyon for sure? Wow. That's crazy. So Alejandra was supposed to be on the show, but due to scheduling conflicts, I could never book her for the show. Hopefully in the future, but that's crazy. Nice. Good for Alejandra. That's right. And Jinder Mahal says James, and Renegade says Ricochet. So the picks are really split here, and as you can see here, let's take a look at the poll. 79% of you say it's going to be Ricochet, and 21% of you say it's going to be Jinder. I'm going to go with the underdog once again. I'm going to go with Jinder Mahal. I'm rooting for my guy. Jinder better win. And with that being said, we are now back to commercials. So many commercials, man. So many commercials. And Ricochet says Andy, wow, Ricochet really getting the support here. Ricky Ricochet, Dale Ricochet, and Mustafa, brother, don't feel lonely. You know, the family's here. We're watching wrestling here, as we do every single day. So we're here for your entertainment. Talk to us, you know, be a part of the conversation. Don't feel lonely. We're here, right? So with that being said, still the commercials going strong. They are going strong. By the way, I'm so excited because this week I could finally be seeing Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, for the first time ever in its entirety. So I'm super excited, looking forward to it. I mean, I already know that all Spider-Man come back and what happens in the film, but I really didn't get the chance to see it myself, the full film, so I'm going to be seeing it this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. And that Ninja is here, and he says Jinder Mahal deserves to win. I love that, brother. I love that. He does deserve to win, and I'm supporting him for sure. You know, make sure to check out my interview, by the way, with Jinder Mahal, because you'll see what a great guy he is during the interview. Such a good guy. Such a great guy. Jinder is going to become the new IC champion. I hope he does, Chris. This guy has said that he wants to be a Grand Slam champion, and the IC championship is going to take him one step forward to becoming a Grand Slam champion. So hopefully that happens. And Andy says, congratulations, AJ. Congrats for what, Andy? Did I hit, I don't know, did I hit like a 10,000 subscribers? Wait, what is it? Oh, wait, I did not realize. Okay, so you're congratulating me for, to what, I'm going to be watching Spider-Man. Thank you for that, Andy, thank you for that. That's right, thank you. Finally, I'm watching Spider-Man. Thank you for that. And my man, God rest her soul, well, would have picked Jinder Mahal. Wait, what? Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Sitting out to pray to you, brother, and to your family, James. Yeah, Jinder Mahal is a great guy. You know what? Sweet guy. When I met him as a fan in person, so the first time I met Jinder Mahal, I met him as a fan. It was years ago, before I started Wrasslinews. So I met him as a fan, and you know, he did a little signing for me, and he asked me, "What's your name?" And I said, "AJ." And he said, "AJ, you know what? Don't tell anybody." But I'm telling everybody now because a lot of people already know this now. But he said my real name also is AJ. Like the people, my family, my friends, they call me AJ too. So we have a similar name. So that goes on to show he's a great guy. And AJ Tony Nese wrestled on AEW Dark Tapings. That's right. That's right. Yeah, good for him. The movie. That's right, Andy. Thank you for that. Spider-Man No Way Home, good, but not as good as Spider-Man Tobey Maguire. And James, you better believe it, brother. The reason that I am watching No Way Home, and I'm so excited for it, is because of Tobey. I'm a big Tobey Maguire fan. I mean, all of Spider-Man films have been great, and that's the one reason I'm looking forward to watching No Way Home for sure. And as we can see here, the Make-A-Wish campaign is being promoted by the WWE once again after a while now. So good for them. Nice. Make-A-Wish. It's World Wish Day apparently. Okay, so they're promoting it for the World Wish Day. That's nice. Drew and Sammy next week in a lumberjack match. That's crazy. I don't know if we really needed this. I mean, after his match against Happy Corbin and whatnot, you would think that Drew McIntyre would be booked better. But now he's booked against Sami Zayn. I mean, come on.
It's not going to happen again because you're going to have a rematch with Drew next week. Yeah, not only is it going to be a rematch, but there won't be any running standing out for you why. Because you and Drew next week will be in a lumberjack.
It's a best of 3. The first 2 times he runs away. The third time it's going to be a lumberjack. Alright. I really don't know if we needed this, but alright, can't complain. Anyways, we are now, into our Intercontinental Championship match. Ricochet's in the ring, and Jinder Mahal is making his way to the ring. I'm looking forward to this match. Hopefully Jinder Mahal wins. Shanky, by the way, I mean, they gotta do something with this guy. I don't know. This guy seemed like he was gonna be super dominating, he was gonna make some noise, but now it seems like he's not going to have a good run in the WWE. I mean, so far, it's not been good for him. I think he also has some issues with English, which also holds him back when it comes to promo cutting. Veer Mahan is very well fluent in English, so he has the upper hand there. Shanky, not so much, which I guess is a weak link, and he's got a lot of work to do before actually they'll push him. But right now, it doesn't seem like they intend on pushing him at all. And AJ, when you get a play button, will you do an unboxing? For sure, James. 100%. 100% we'll do an unboxing. I'm excited for the new Doctor Strange. That's right, Dead Ninja. Me too. For sure. And you know what? Speaking of Doctor Strange, Impact Wrestling is the Doctor Strange of wrestling. I mean, they opened the multiverse door like nobody else. Oh my god, look at that. Jinder Mahal, though, he is getting the first laugh here. He slams Ricochet down, gets him in the headlock right there. Jinder Mahal is going strong. Look at that. AJ, I was thinking we will see Adam Page versus CM Punk at Double or Nothing. That could happen, Bobby, for sure. I wanted that match. That's why... Actually, you know what? I actually wanted Adam Cole versus CM Punk. But even if you get Adam Page, I think I'll be okay with that. I'll be happy with that. And make it for the championship. It's going to be a cherry on top. So, for sure, looking forward to that. SummerSlam is early this year. It's July 30th. That's right. Usually in August. 100%. And what is the Premium Live event for August? I believe that the reason why they're holding it in July, I guess, it could be either scheduling conflicts or it could be the fact that September is the UK event. Or maybe they want to build up to the UK event after, SummerSlam. So I guess that's why they're doing it. And right now, as we can see here, Jinder Mahal is still in control. Shanky is better than Dominic. For sure, James. He really is better than Dominic Mysterio, but not over. Not over for sure. And Jinder Mahal is going after Ricochet. And the fact that Jinder is going after the Intercontinental title and not the tag team titles also proves that, Shanky is just not over right now. Anyways, Jinder Mahal is on the receiving end of the offense. All of a sudden, Ricochet in control out of nowhere. And he's looking for the big springboard. He does it. And he gets Jinder Mahal down. Going for the cover, apparently. And he does. Look at that. Right, and with that being said, Shanky looks concerned as he stands right there ringside. He looks really concerned. That's right. Going for the cover, and Ricochet kicks out. This has been a good match. Okay, Renegade says 4-4-0 already. So for you, the match is already over. Who won the match? Let me know, guys, because for me, the match's still going strong. Don't tell me that Ricochet won again. Don't tell me that. Come on. Alright, Shanky pulls Jinder Mahal down. Who won the match, guys? Let me know, because I still am watching this one. Alright, Ricochet is going for the big dive on Shanky and Jinder, both of them. Yeah, so Ricochet's got to win, right? He's got to win. How am I so far behind you guys? Are you kidding me? Alright, he gets Jinder Mahal down. And Jinder Mahal is running into the ring. Oh, this is it. Ricochet won. Come on. Ricochet won. Okay. Good for him, I guess. But I feel for Jinder Mahal. Poor guy can't catch a break. Loss after loss after loss. This guy never wins. I hope that he doesn't get released from the company though, because you know, this guy is good, and I don't know, for a lot of the guys, like a lot of the guys that WWE releases, you know that when they get released, you know for sure that they'll jump over to AEW or Impact, or they'll go to the Indies, right? But guys like Jinder Mahal, I don't see them going over to AEW. I don't see them going to the Indies either. So it's a very weird combination. Like, where do they go if they don't go to, you know, if they're not with WWE? It's a very weird spot for Jinder Mahal. So I don't know. I hope he doesn't get released. But so far, his career really is taking a beating for sure. And James says WWE can learn a lot from AEW and Impact and NWA and just about every other wrestling company on the planet. There you go. James being brutally honest here. Ricochet really missed the 6:30. That's right. True. You're right. He did. But you know what? That doesn't matter because still the champion. But you know, with the 6:30 and those high-flying moves, it can be so scary because, you know, one bad move and one miss, it could change everything. Could really send them to the hospital. But I'm glad that Ricochet's okay. And that's right. Renegade says Ricochet's a good wrestler, like him or not. And you know what? I like him. Prince Puma, as I believe True said it, or was it Andy who said Prince Puma early on? Yeah, I have a lot of love for him, but you know, so far in the ring in WWE, he has not been very charismatic. That's the only problem. Okay. And of course, we're getting some highlights here from last Friday where Butch went crazy and he slapped not only his opponent but also Sheamus and Ridge Holland. I mean, there is no way that these guys can control Butch's anger. Butch goes out there when he's angry, when he's furious. So it's interesting. That's right, Butch. As True says right there, he definitely is high on something for sure before he starts the show because, yeah, he goes to the extreme of emotions, either very angry or very sad for sure. If Jinder gets released, I could see him in Impact, that's for sure. Not AEW, he's not the kind of a guy who would go to AEW. Also, I don't think AEW would hire Jinder because of his ties to the WWE. I don't think so.
For the matter at hand, I will say we all have had a discussion, and we have all agreed that Butch needs to harness his aggression. And he's come to the conclusion too.
Alright, so this has been a decent, fun watch-along here. SmackDown, not too shabby, not too shabby. You know what? We've been watching SmackDown for about 1.5 hours, so we've got 30 minutes more to go, and it's been a decent show. Not too bad. And with that being said, whoa.
Butch Spirits! Hey, Meg, there's no trouble in this paradise, you know what I'm saying? And all you and everybody, hang on a second, all you and everybody need to know is that 1 second.
What is going on here?
It's what? We've lost Butch. What? How could you lose Butch? He's not a set of bleeding car keys, is he? We've lost Butch. Where the hell's Butch?
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that they want us to take this seriously. Alright, so they're concerned that they've lost Butch. So apparently, I'm pretty sure about it, that he's gonna somehow, you know, find his way to the middle of the ring and somebody's gonna come out and he's gonna have a match, I guess. But they've lost Butch. Then. What's gonna happen? We'll find out when we come back from the commercial break. This is so funny. Alright, anyways. Butch is missing. That's right. I like this stream. Everyone is not nice like the other streams. Thank you for that. Everyone is nice, not like the other streams. That's right, James. Thank you for that. I'm so glad that you like this stream, and that's what I'm saying, right? It's not me who runs the show here. It's you guys who run the show. It's your comments, it's your kind words, and it's your feedback that runs the show. So you guys are my co-hosts, and that's why it's important for all the co-hosts to be nice, right? Yes, that's right. That's the most beautiful part about it. Our family here. Everybody's just so nice. So nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And AJ, which indie wrestler do you want to see wrestle against Homicide for the Junior Heavyweight Championship at NWA? You know, Bobby, there are a lot of independent wrestlers that are good and they deserve shots. But there's one guy that is a friend of mine. His name is Winnie Moon. And I've been watching him wrestling and training to wrestle ever since, I believe, 2019. And this guy, sadly, has never been booked for the big matches. He stays in Boston, and that's literally where he's wrestling. And I'd like to see him get out there and get those bigger matches. So Winnie Moon, shout out to Winnie Moon. If you guys are on social media, look him up. His name is Winnie Moon, and really, he's a good guy. He's a very sweet guy. And I like the stream. Thank you for that, James. They lost Butch. Butch went missing. That's right, he did his Butch just walk through the hallway. Let's see what happens. Let's see what will happen. And Renegade says right there, we all are a family here. That's right. We all are a big and a very nice family here. That's it. And you know what, guys? Speaking of family, Family Feud is also a thing. And I am a big fan of the Steve Harvey Show Family Feud, which is why we need to have a Family Feud every single month, which means that WrestleMania Backlash, when that show happens, we're going to be having once again a big prediction game going on here. And of course, there are going to be a prize up for grabs. Whoever wins the the prediction game is going to be getting a big prize. Of course, the last time we had the winners, we had our winners. They're going to be receiving their Wrasslinews official Wrasslinews t-shirts very soon from Pro Wrestling Tees. By the way, that t-shirt is now approved on Pro Wrestling Tees and is already up for sale. So if anybody wants to get your own Wrasslinews t-shirt, you can get it from Pro Wrestling Tees. But our champions from that day, from WrestleMania, are going to be getting their t-shirts very soon. And at WrestleMania Backlash, whoever gets the most predictions correctly is going to be getting some more exclusive gifts, prizes at WrestleMania Backlash. So make sure that the Family Feud is running wild and make sure you get the most predictions right, because somebody from this family has to win. I was so happy when WrestleMania happened and everybody from you guys won. All of you guys won, right? I mean, not an outsider, but you guys. I was so glad when that happened. But yeah, WrestleMania Backlash, make me proud and make sure you get the win. And let's see right there what else we have here. Jake says tonight's episode of SmackDown has been trash outside of the first match of the night. Jake there with the bars, with the brutal, honest truth. Hasn't been trash. Let's see. Thinking about it, it was a pleasure to see Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. It always is, and also Naomi and Sasha Banks. So that match, I wouldn't complain too much. But apart from that, it's been a flat show. But we're having fun. And I guess why I'm so happy is because I'm still on that hangover from the Rampage main event. That Rampage main event was so good that now nothing seems bad. Nothing seems bad. I'm just on a very positive, feeling very good right now because that Rampage main event made me feel so good. Age of nice until someone isn't nice to you. Thank you for that, Renegade. Thank you. And I'll tell you, Renegade, it's so funny that you brought it up. I had some tough time. I've been doing wrestling news for... Wait, by the way, alright, we'll talk about it in a bit. Because right now we see Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods signing those autographs. Look at that. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Out of nowhere, Butch jumps on Xavier. Are you kidding me? Jason Renegade, I see it right there. Butch jumps on Xavier and Kofi. Crazy. This guy is nuts, but I love it. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh, did you hear Pat McAfee say that? He said, this son of a B, the B word. He dropped that B word for a commentator to do that. It's not a GCW show we're watching WWE, and for Pat McAfee to curse on commentary? Wow, okay. Bars, for sure, bars. Look at that. So I am far behind you guys. I can see that you guys are already talking about the Lacey Evans thing, and I'm just getting started here, so my stream is far behind tonight. Not fun. Alright, so let's see if I can get another stream here.
Anger and sadness within our home group. He wanted to teach us work ethic and certain values that he found important, but the way that he went about doing so, it was scarred us for life. I was cleaning up job sites and shoveling shingles by the time I was in middle school. If our chicken pens or pig pens weren't cleaned out good enough, he would make us climb inside of them and sit for hours. If his food wasn't hot enough or not what he wanted, he would flip the tables and throw whatever dish.
That's crazy. Is she talking about her father? Is that what's happening here?
Slam the door, and he would leave us covered in food. Cleaning up broken.
My father found himself a wanted man on an assault charge. And once again, we were on the run. This
Wow.
time, living in tents at campgrounds, jumping state to state. I learned at a very young age about fighting and hiding and how to use both to my advantage. Child Protective Services was involved in my life from the start, just about as much as law enforcement. But the problem was that neither saved me or my family.
I
Relied on myself because no one
The crowd is booing. I can't believe. Why is the crowd booing? That's a very heartfelt story. I'm actually a little confused here. I just want some clarification. Whatever she's saying here, it's not storyline, correct? That's her real life. That's the kind of stuff that she really went through in her life. It's not made up. So why is the crowd booing then? Because this, whatever she's saying, is coming right from her heart. And the emotions that you're seeing on her face, those are some raw, pure emotions. So for the crowd to boo is pretty disrespectful.
because of what I've been through my entire life, it has made me unmotivated, ready for anything, confident, caring, and careful.
Yeah, I love this speech. Andy, I agree with you. I love the speech. And Drew says the promo is dragging. Maybe you're dragging a little bit, but you know what? It's a very heartfelt promo, and I like Lacey Evans. I mean, look at her and tell me that she doesn't look like $1 million. She looks like a future face of the women's division for sure. I mean, if she did not already, now with the camo and then this new outfit and the new hairstyle, she really looks like the future. And look at that. Oh my gosh. Natalya with the eye roll, by the way. Are you kidding me? Pure lack of respect towards Lacey. Are you kidding me, Natalya? And I can see here we have a new member here. Marcus, welcome on board. Good to see you, and I hope you're enjoying SmackDown. Natalya looking good, by the way. Is it just me, or Natalya's outfit is also going TV 14 by the day? Really, I think so. I think she's going there with the outfit. And Bobby says, I always enjoy watching NWA because of the Pope and Matt Cardona and Camille and Nick Aldis and Doug Williams and Harry Williams and Harry Smith and May Valentine and Velvet Sky and JTG and Dirty Dango. Bobby, you named everybody that I love on NWA for sure. And look who's here, Raquel.
It's so good to meet you, Raquel. I'm Natalya, and welcome to SmackDown. Thanks.
Wait. Did Raquel get her old name back? Raquel Rodriguez? She's called Raquel Rodriguez again. Am I reading it right? She got her old name back, guys. That's nice. Okay. That's nice. Alright, that's sweet. Why is she talking with the fake accent? True. That's right. She's talking with a fake accent because she's on the main roster now. And that's what they do. They think that if they have somebody pull off a fake accent, or if they have somebody who pretends to be not to be speaking English, they're going to be going over in their hometown, which makes no sense. But that's just what they try to do here. And Marcus says the Lacey Evans will be a role model for a lot of people. Really would be. You know, I have friends who are in the army, who have served in the military, who are veterans, U.S. Veterans, and they find inspiration in the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and they say Stone Cold got them through a lot of the tough time. And, you know, similarly, I'm pretty sure that Lacey Evans and her story is going to help get a lot of people through a tough time as well. You know, they might find inspiration in her, which is good. For sure it's good. It's her real life, that's right. Yes, Andy, it's her real life, and that's the confusion. Fans think it's written, that's why they boo, and they don't get behind it, but it's very real, and you can see the look on her face. She gets very emotional when she speaks about it, so yeah, I respect her for being able to, you know, pull it off on this entertainment show, because not a lot of people can actually bring up their real life on a TV show. The way she's doing it very candidly as well. Really cool stuff. And Tony says right there, it's main event time. That it is. And you know what? I would have probably appreciated it a lot more if this main event was for the championship. But it's not, and it's a Riddle versus Jimmy, I believe. But that's okay. Alright, hopefully it's gonna be better than the Raw main event, though. We'll see. AJ, who is your favorite wrestler on NWA? On NWA, my favorite wrestler, I can be a little bit biased here, but I have to say, JTG, my brother, my guy. I mean, he absolutely is my favorite. I love seeing him. But apart from JTG, you look at Nick Aldis, you look at Camille, you know, I'm big on them. I mean, they're so classy. They are the absolute definition of what NWA is all about. So I have a lot of love for both Camille and as well as Nick Aldis. But apart from that, you got some good wrestlers. Just you mentioned, you got Doug Williams, you got, you know, I mean, Matt Cardona, of course not, but Doug Williams, Harry Smith, and then you know, we saw a very weird team this past Tuesday on NWA Power. We saw this very dominatrix kind of team. You said it was a once in a blue moon kind of team that appear here and there, a local tag team. But that team also got me intrigued because of the way that they performed and actually pulled out the win there. Really got, me intrigued. So, yeah, NWA is a very different animal. If you guys don't watch NWA already, I really would recommend it to you because it's a very fun show. And I watch it every single Tuesday right before NXT. So I invite you to join me to watch NWA and fall in love with pro wrestling once again. And why is Record talking? That's right, true. That's right. And thank you for that, Marcus. I'm glad that you are enjoying the stream. We're going to be having something special every single time we're live, and we're live every single day with these watch-alongs. On Monday, though, we're going to be live with something new. We're going to be live with a new setup, a new place, a new venue, and it's going to be crazy. Monday, it's going to be all about the experiment. I love experiment with stuff. So Monday, I'm going to be experimenting with something else. It's something new, and let's see how this goes. But I'm excited. And Gonzalez, that's right, Gonzalez was her name. I totally bought into the whole thing. What is going on with me? I thought Rodriguez was her name. I totally bought into the whole main roster whitewash. I'm like, okay, wow, all right, that's right. Gonzalez was her name. That's right. I think crowd is booing because it's too real what is going on. That's right. Natty has enough for her and Raquel for sure. Oh, how dumb, a double wedding Monday. So many weddings, and especially a wedding between, of course, Akira Tozawa and Tamina Snuka, and then you have Reggie and Dana. I mean, so cringe. Cringe to the max. Cringe 2 times. I can't tolerate this amount of cringe. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do, but that's why this Monday, I know it's going to be a crazy show, and I mean crazy in a very weird way. That's why we're going to be going crazy with the Watch Along too. Just like I said, it's not going to be taking place in this room. It's going to be taking place at a different venue, and it's going to be insane because it's risky, and it's something new. It's funny, but new, but let's try it. Let's try it. And Raquel Rodriguez is half American, half Mexican. I see that. Renegade says Raquel Rodriguez was going by Gonzalez last week. That's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm just going to say it. I miss the classy, sassy Southern Belle. Gary, you know what? I had a lot of love for Gonzalez, for the Southern Belle as well. I really loved how she pulled it off. I don't think there's any other women out there on the roster who would have been able to pull out the Southern sassy Belle like Lacey Evans could, right? She did a beautiful job with that. And I'm going to miss her as well. I will miss her, but I am happy to see how she's moving forward now, and she's really taking her own real-life experiences and turning it to something beautiful on screen, on the character, because she's going to be inspiring, just like Marcus said it earlier. She's going to be inspiring a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be inspired by her, and I'm all in for it. So I'm happy with what Lacey is doing now, but I always will miss the Southern Belle for sure. And Velvet Sky, Mavantine, Nick Aldis, Tom. I love that, Andy, for sure. And I know Mavantine and Velvet Sky had to be there for you, Andy. Lacey Evans, and they're good. Lacey Evans is ready to break the cycle. She really is. Camille, the women's champion. That's right. And that's why Nick Aldis needs to be the men's champion too, because both of them together, just so classy. The absolute pillars of NWA, just so good. I like Natalia Markova, Kenzie Page, Genocide, Allison Kay, and Marty Bell. And I love that, Bobby. I loved all those names. And WWE never did weddings good. Never did and never will. I'm pretty sure they never could get the weddings right over the years, and it's been decades actually. They never do it right, and they never will do it right. And Marcus says, do you also do watch-alongs to all wrestling shows, including NXT, WWE, AEW? That's right, Marcus. NXT, WWE, Raw, SmackDown, NXT Level Up, AEW Rampage, Dynamite, even the independent shows. All the shows right here, because we don't have any bias towards any wrestling promotion. We love all wrestling promotion. That's why we watch all the shows and we watch them all together right here on Wrasslinews. And we've also got exclusive interviews every single Sunday. We were just joined by Jinder Mahal, by Mickey James, by Authors of Pain, by Bhupinder Gujjar, and more recently. And on this Sunday, we're going to be joined by Amber Noah for an exclusive interview. So if you're new here, explore the page, because I'm pretty sure you're going to find something that you like. And so good to see you here, Marcus. Welcome to the family. And weddings will be in catering. True. The funny part is that I've heard that caterings are no longer happening. Maybe they've cut the caterings off. I don't know if they've been brought back now, but from what I've heard, that caterings were actually cut. So when I was talking to Aiden English, He did tell me that the caterings were cut, so we'll see. I don't know if they're being brought back now, but as you can see here, Uso is having the upper hand, and I hope that they get the win here because, you know, I cannot stand Matt Riddle. So somebody to shut him up, I'll be very, very glad. AJ, you're a legend, please no, James, you are a legend. You guys make me blush so much. Thank you, James. You're so nice. And as we can see here, Matt Riddle is getting all the offense, and I love that. Let's go. And Renegade says, I'm picking Riddle to win. Okay, alright. And Bobby says, I'm looking forward to watching Mike Bennett tomorrow. Oh, that's great. Dale says, I got Jimmy Uso. That's right. That's the spirit, Dale. Yeah, that's right. Everybody should be rooting for Uso right now because nobody likes Riddle, right? I don't like Riddle. I cannot stand this guy. So everybody should be rooting for Matt Riddle. For Uso. Not Riddle, Uso. The only successful wedding WWE have ever done was between Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth. I mean, Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth, very well said, Andy. Just a beautiful couple, right? I mean, even looking back at it now, no couple can ever come close to that couple. Just so beautiful. They really had something very, very beautiful. By the way, guys, I'm going to be also dropping a video very soon since we're talking about couples. There is this lady, and her name is Sunny. And Sunny was in a relationship with somebody in the WWE who she betrayed really very badly. And she did it in a very bad fashion, you know, did really terrible things with her. I can't even explain what terrible things she did with her while they were in a relationship, when she was in the company, when both of them were in the company together. And I'm going to be dropping a video on it this weekend as well, so you'll get to know more about Sunny and what a terrible, you know, stuff that she pulled off while she was with the WWE and before, you know, her life, you know, took the turn like it did. I mean, she's always been a terrible person and just not very trustworthy. So I looked it up. I did a little bit of research on her life, and I was shocked to get to know the details of her life and the kind of relationships that she's had with people in real life, in the company, even the people that she was supposed to trust and they were supposed to trust her. So I'm going to be dropping the video, so make sure to check it out because you'll get to see a side of Sunny that you probably have not heard of before. I mean, when I did the research and I spoke to a few people, I was shocked. So that video is going to be interesting. It's going to be dropping up this weekend as well. And Marcus says, awesome, I love all wrestling shows. I will definitely be here. Perfect, Marcus. We're so happy to have you on the family. And we call this community here a family because literally every single night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we all get together and we all watch wrestling together. That's how we do it. We all chat with each other. It's a community. It's a strong knit family, and we like watching it together. So good to have you on board. And Renegade says, I think Riddle will win tonight and Usos win at Backlash. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Renegade. You know what? That's usually the mentality that they win the free TV and then the other team wins the, the other opponent wins the pay-per-view. So usually that's what happens. So hopefully it's RK Bro that's going to be dropping the titles at Backlash and not Usos. It would make no sense for Usos to lose because, you know, if you want the bloodline to really be, you know, all with the gold, they need to win. They have to win. So let's see. Maybe Riddle turns on Randy or Randy turns on Riddle at Backlash. Anybody sees that happening? Let me know if you do. And James says the match will end in a DQ. Let's see. All right. And what else do we have here? All right. Andy says I'm going to catch you tomorrow for NWA USA, Bobby. Yeah, NWA USA. Look forward to that as well. Can you see Solo Sikoa eventually joining the Bloodline? Or is it too soon? I can't handle Riddle too. That's great, Marcus. Great minds think alike. But Solo Sikoa. So, I mean, I can see him joining. Not now, but later. But Solo, the one thing that really, gets me concerned about him is that when he signed with the company and his name was, Solo, and announced it as Solo, a few tweets that were posted by him were very critical of his brothers. They were like, you forgot about me and you went forward, you left me behind, but I'm here and I'm here on my own single journey, stuff like that. So basically his tweets signaled to the fact that he was going to be having a solo run, as his name suggests, that he will be a lone wolf in the company, which is what I feel that it's going to be happening. When he goes up to the main roster, I think he would be a rebel more than he would be, for the Bloodline. I think he'll be against them. But we'll find out. Would you like to see Solo be a part of the bloodline, or would you like for him to be a rebel? Let me know, guys, what do you feel? And Kevin DP is here, and we have a new member here. Good to see you, Kevin DP. Hope you're doing well, and hope you're enjoying Friday night, because tonight we're seeing some good shows here. And what else do we have here? We have a comment here from Renegade, who says, HR, you talk about Damian Darling. There are a few, brother. There are a few. More than one. But that's right, Chris Candido. Yeah, Chris Candido was the... True got it right there. Yeah, James got it right there, and True got it right there. Nail on the head. Chris Candido is the guy that she really did a number on. Sonny with Shawn Michaels and Chris Candido. And I can go on and on. Kevin Nash and so many names out there. Sonny really did a bad number on Chris. And I don't know if she actually regrets it or she has any remorse, because she made his life a living hell. And he was a joke, a walking, talking joke in the company, in the locker room, because everybody knew that Sonny was just an easy slay. And that video will be coming out soon. Very shocking details. I felt so bad. I almost teared up, while editing it and while narrating it, because it's just a sad story. You gotta feel bad for our guy Chris. And there you go, by the way. Matt Riddle is dominating so far. Oh, nearly got the win right there, but I'm glad that the Uso kicks out right there. Let's see, what else do we have here. Will you be wearing a tux for the wedding on Monday night? That's right, Gary. You know how I roll. I gotta be wearing a tux. And as I said, Monday night, it's gotta be a special night. It's not gonna be me sitting in this room. We're gonna be sitting in a very prestigious location, a location that people work years to get to. All right, a place that people work hard to get to. So, yes, we're going to be sitting there, and we're going to be calling the action from that one spot where everybody wants to be at. It's going to be a special Monday night. And with that being said, Uso now in control, which I love to see, absolutely love to see. And Andy got it right as well. Tammy was married to Candido. That's right, Andy, you're right. How long have I been a wrestling fan? I've been a hardcore fan since 1996. That's fantastic. And you know what? We've got a lot of the loyal and long-time fans here, Marcus. You fit right in. We've got Andy here, who's been the fan since 1980, 82 or 80s. And we've got, most of the fans here have been watching since 1990s, if not 1980s. I myself have not been as long of a fan. I started watching in the late 2000s, but, I've been a fan ever since. All right, and what else do we have here? Missy Hyatt was a sweetheart as well. Yeah, she really was, for sure. And as we can see here, Uso going after Randy Orton. And, whenever they go after Randy Orton, it does something to Matt Riddle. And he goes through another zone right there. Look at that Okay, he's got to go for the high-risk maneuver. I don't know if that's going to be paying off, and it is not. That's why I call it always the high-risk maneuver. Doesn't pay off. A super kick from Uso to Matt Riddle. He's got to go for the cover, but the referee is distracted. The referee is not paying attention. He's looking at Randy Orton, and now we have ringside. A war, a brawl going on ringside. Randy throws him on the commentator's desk, and Jimmy looks on. And Jimmy is flying, looking for the big dive on Riddle. Riddle gets out of the way. Riddle up, and wow, plants Jimmy's face down hard. And Randy's already in the ring, and there you go. Renegade, you were right, my brother. Renegade was right when he said it was going to be Riddle who was going to pick up the win. And I know, guys, you're not happy that Riddle won. I'm not happy that he won, but this only means one thing, that the Usos are going to go over at WrestleMania Backlash. So there's something good hidden in this thing, in this victory for sure. And what else do we have here? Tammy was married to Candido. She slept with Shawn Michaels and Andy. So many more. With the video that I'm going to be rolling out, the research that I did, I actually spoke with a few wrestlers as well to confirm the research that I did. And I got to know some stuff that is shocking. So that's right, true. She was racist as well. She still is. And that crazy video. So it's going to be coming out soon. And as you can see here, that was a very good move from Matt Riddle. The very good in-ring presence. Say what you want against Matt Riddle, as I say all the time, but that was a very well-executed move from him onto Jimmy Uso. Really planted his head down to the mat hard, bounced off the mat. Beautiful stuff from Uso right there, and RK Bro is loving it. But this only means one thing, that they are going to go down, and Usos are going to go up. at WrestleMania Backlash. The WrestleMania Backlash can't get here any sooner. And Renegade with a 5-4-0 score. Ricky with a 2-4-3, but that's okay, brother. Everybody else with a 4-4-1. There you go. Dale with 4-4-1. True 4-4-1. Kevin 4-4-1. Beautiful stuff, guys. Beautiful stuff. And Shawn Michaels is my all-time favorite wrestler. Really good. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of respect and love for Shawn as well. I mean, one of the reasons why I fall in love with wrestling is Shawn Michaels. That Michaels versus Taker feud. So good. And Sonny is in the Hall of Fame. James, I'm pretty sure that is one person that the WWE would love to remove or take off the Hall of Fame. They got to regret putting her in there. I mean, I think they did it too early. They did it too early because everything that she's done ever since getting inducted has been horrible. I mean, you look at the stuff that she's done, posing with fans in bed, and that's just one of the things that she's done. I mean, she's done crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And now, she just gets arrested every once in a while. She was recently involved in a hit and run, which, by the way, is still going on, the trial. So she's done some insane and crazy stuff. And that's right, Tony. With that being said, an epic win for Riddle. Fertilizer. I love that true comment. Fertilizer comment is great. And, all right, so everybody is here with the ratings. I love that. Ricky with the 7 for 10. Renegade with the 7 out of 10. And Tony gives it a 5 stars. I love that. I love that. AJ, I don't know if you're doing anything special tomorrow, but enjoy your weekend. I'll see you Monday. Thank you so much, Andy, brother. You take care, and I hope that you have a wonderful Easter weekend. You take care. Have a good time with your family, with your loved ones, and do what you love doing, brother. I'll see you Monday. And Dale with a 7 out of 10. Bobby with a 9 out of 10. I love that. Liv Morgan and Naomi really brought it. I love that. And James with a 7 out of 10. And Marcus says, I agree. I would remove Sonny from the Hall of Fame. She deserves it. She deserves it. There we go. I love it. I love it. 6, 9 out of 10. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. I'm loving it. All right. With that being said, it is now time to bring this up a notch, to bring this up a level, because now it is time for NXT's Level Up. So let's get in. Let's get into Level Up right now, and I'm gonna get the stream ready. 1 second. Before we do it, let's get the room ready. Let's get the NXT Level Up room. 1 second. Where is my lights? Where are my... There we go. Where are my controls? There we go. Okay, so it is time for NXT Level Up in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. All right, and for the television screen, in 3, 2, and 1. All right, it is time for a Level Up. Let's get rolling. Let's watch the show and see what it's all about. We're going to be seeing the debut of Roxy. And it's going to be a memorable show for sure. Let's see. Perhaps the best Level Up that we've seen ever. Let's see what it's going to be all about. And 7 out of 10 for SmackDown. So I guess the average rating for the night for SmackDown is a 7 out of 10. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. It was a good show. And as always, I got to say thank you so much for joining me here. Because, the shows are never as much fun if I watch them alone. It's only fun when we watch it together as a family. That's right, Renegade. Oh, I'm so sorry that you weren't aware, Renegade, but Rampage was on earlier. I thought that you'd know. I'm sorry about that. As I would have told you. Rampage was on at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Nobody spoiled it for Renegade. Renegade, you have to go back and you have to watch the main event, because the main event was a killer. Was a good show. So yes, you gotta go back, watch Rampage. But the good thing is that we can watch NXT Level Up at peace tonight, because there's going to be no Rampage interfering with it, and we're going to be seeing the debut of Roxy. So let's see what the fuss is all about when it comes to Roxy. But with that being said, let me quickly change the thumbnail and get it ready for Level Up. 1 second. All right. All right, so we are in for... Okay, alright, Ricky, I'll see you tomorrow. That's right, tomorrow we're going to be having Battle of the Bells. So make sure to be here, because we're going to be watching that show, of course, together, as we always do. And the Enterprise is 7-0 during her Champ Challenge. That's right. So NXT Level Up, who has tuned in so far? Are you watching the show right now? What is going on? Let me know, because I am getting my stream ready. I'm getting into Level Up. Just bear with me for a second here as I get into Level Up. Alright, so I think I'm in here. Okay, having some difficulties accessing Level Up tonight. And let's see what else. Ricky says, Renegade is no Rampage. That's right. Yes, because of the NBA. They keep doing this, right? I mean, they treat... This is the reason why Dynamite moved to TBS. Because, you know, the network, TNT, kept throwing Dynamite left, right, front, and center. They treated it as a B show and always give priority to the other shows over Dynamite, which was why Dynamite had to pack its bag and had to go over to TBS. But Rampage is still there on TNT, which is why it still gets thrown around, so that's a different story. But anyways, let's head into Level Up and let's see what Roxy is all about. And Bobby says, I am watching Level Up. And Eve, Riot Girls of Wrestling is here. Good to see you, Eve. It's been a while. And Eve, Riot Girls of Wrestling, they're also having a tremendous pay-per-view. They're having a tremendous show on April 23rd. And I'm going to be watching it, you know, here with all of you. So make sure to tune in because they're going to be having a great show on April 23rd. And they say that Sunny's situation is a sad one. It's been a few years since we've spoken, but she's clearly in a bad place. Wow. The WWE Hall of Fame doesn't mean anything compared to what's happening in real life, so why remove? That's true. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't mean anything right now. It does not. But, yeah, why remove? You make a very solid point, too. But what if you remove Sunny right now, you're practically kicking somebody while they're down when you could end up causing more. That's true. If you think about it that way, it makes a lot of sense. But, you know, also keeping in bringing to view all the stuff that she's done in the past, all the racism accusations and stuff that she's done in the past that she shouldn't have, also, you know, is grounds for her to get removed. But right now, if you remove her, it could do more bad than good. So you make a very good point right there, Eve. Very good point. As I said earlier, Eve, Riot Girls of Wrestling, live on April 23rd. We're going to be watching it together, so be sure to be here. And we'll watch some independent wrestling here tonight. All right, and we can see right now, Level Up doing good.
We saw some familiar faces this past week on Raw and SmackDown, didn't we?
So the one reason why I love watching NXT Level Up is because of all the new faces we get to see. We get to see a glimpse at the future here. And I love Level Ups for this reason. Anybody else here who watches Level Up every single week? I know Bobby does. Anybody else here who watches NXT Level Up every week? And Marcus says, I saw Roxy on MLW Fusion a few weeks ago. Yes, MLW Fusion is a interesting promotion. And I'm going to be having a guest on the Wrassingh show. The Wrassingh show is our weekly podcast where we have celebrities come over, you know, for exclusive shoot interviews. And I'm going to be having a guest on the Wrassingh show very soon who's going to be telling us something about MLW, which is quite shocking. I know only, you know, the overview of it. I only know the story from the top. I don't know the full details myself, but they've got some shocking details about MLW, which are going to be, you know, discussed during the interview. So that interview is coming out most likely in 2 weeks. So, yeah, be sure to check it out if you're a fan of independent wrestling, especially MLW. And Venom is here. Hey, AJ, when are we playing 2K22? We're going to be doing a 2K22 live stream tomorrow. We're going to be playing out a special WrestleMania tomorrow. It's going to be a WrestleMania 26 special 2K22. So be sure to be here. And as we can see here, this match is going strong. Bobby says that my pick is Roxy. Who is your pick here, guys? Who do you think? You think Roxy going to win? So far, so good. This is a good match. Good thing I have... Oh, wow. Good stuff, Renegade. Good for you. You can skip through those commercials. Amazing. Wow. Yeah. Roxy's so good. So flawless in the ring. And you know what? Everybody has their eyes on Roxy tonight. But both the competitors in the ring, I think they're both money. I think they're both very good. I'm enjoying watching both of them here tonight. But Roxy definitely is the future. Yep. And she picks up the win. Just like that, she picks up the win. What a dominant first match for her on the show. Good for Roxy. That's right, Roxanne, as she's called right here. That's right, Marcus, you were right. On point right there. Roxanne or Roxy picks up the win. And what else do we have here? AJ Deanna Perez will be 8-0 during her Champ Challenge. That is my prediction after Impact Wrestling Rebellion tapings on April 24th. Bobby, you make a very good point. She's got to be 8-0. And I never knew NXT Level Up was a thing until now. There you go, James. It is, and it goes head-to-head against Rampage every single week. Now, the one thing about Level Up is it's only a 30-minute show. So it's a little dessert after all the main course, right? It's a little dessert. So if you don't like SmackDown, you tune into Level Up and get your dessert and you go home happy. That's the whole deal. So, and there you go, Marcus, you were right. And Clay, the Bailey picture coming soon. And true, you were also right, brother. Roxy won. And Eve, right, Girls of Wrestling, say, yeah, it's not right what Sunny's done, and she shouldn't be celebrated, but I don't think now's the time to make a real-life situation. That's right. No, you are right, 100%. I didn't think of it from that perspective, and from that perspective, you 100% make sense. We keep talking about how Sunny needs help, which she does, and yes, it's time to keep our, I believe, grudges aside, and hopefully hope that she gets better and she gets the help that she deserves. Instead of pulling her down, we should be pushing her up, and hopefully that she gets better. Yeah, I totally agree with you. And it's a case that we've seen in the case of China. It's so sad with China because poor lady, she always tried to do better, always tried to make her image better, get out there, and she never got the support, she never got the love that she gets now. Now after her unfortunate passing, she's in the Hall of Fame and she's everywhere when it's too late. So we should never wait until it's too late, and take action now and make things happen now. You're right. And give people the support and the love that they need, because everybody needs support. You make a very valid point right there. Let us play 2K22 with Bailey. That's right. Venom, you make a good point. Clay, would you like to see 2K22 with Bailey? We gotta make it happen. And as we can see here, some more fresh crop from NXT. Channing Lauren. Is this the first time that we're seeing him? I don't remember seeing him before, but look at this guy. This guy reminds me of a young Chris Masters. Okay. Looks like a promising young individual. Let's see what he has up his sleeve here. Channing Lauren. That's a very long name, Consider that name getting cut short into 4 pieces, It's going to be cut short into 1/4 by the time he makes it to the main roster. No way is he going to be able to retain that name, Channing Lauren, on the main roster. No way. But it's going to be interesting. And who is he wrestling against? And it is Damian Kemp. Okay. This guy really reminds me. I think I've seen him one time before this, performing one time, and this guy really reminds me of the Olympic gold medalist Gable Steveson. I don't know if it's the singlet, or I don't know if it's the hairstyle, I don't know if it's the smile, but it really reminds me of Gable Steveson. And Renegade says the Gun Club would be better if they stopped playing around. That's true. And it's funny that they play around as much as they do, even if the father's around. I can't even imagine if the father stepped back from wrestling. Can't even imagine what the sons would do. They'd be a joke. And Channing Lauren looks like a generic call. He does, but the way he was moving and the way he was showing, he does. Actually, now when I look back at him once again, he does look like a generic call. I'll take it back. I'll take back my Chris Masters comment, because he does look like a generic call. He does. Oh my gosh, you guys can't crack me up sometimes. I want a Triple H My Showcase mode in NXT WWE game. Yeah, for sure. In the next WWE game, for sure. We need that. We need that My Showcase mode. We need Triple H's journey, not just his matches, but also the work that he's done with NXT and all that kind of stuff. We need all of that in the game somehow. We need that. I agree with you, James. And Damon Kump is my pick to win. Bobby, I'm with you, brother. He's got to win this one, especially against a generic Caw. I love that, by the way. True, yes, he's got to win. He's got to win. AJ, where can we have the Wrasslinews t-shirts? That's right, Venom. So the winners of the prediction challenge at WrestleMania, they already have the t-shirts shipped out and they will be receiving it very soon. But if you would like to purchase the t-shirt, you can purchase it now by going to ProWrestlingTees.com, going to the Wrestling News store on Pro Wrestling Tees, and you'll be able to pick up your shirt now. It's available now. Thank you for that, Venom. Yeah. And Kemp put his cup in the camera. Look at that. Look at Kemp. AJ Damian Kemp, opponent is Tony Donovan. Okay. All right. And with that being said, while we were just talking, Kemp picks up the win. That match was quick. But and all the matches on NXT Level Up are quick because this is only a 30-minute show. And let's take a look at the time here. We're already 12 minutes, into the show. So Yeah, this has got to be a quick show for sure. And that's what I love about NXT Level Up. It's a very quick appetizer, and it gives us and offers us a glimpse at the future. So it's nice. It's a nice little addition right there. And Cam gets him up. And you know, a lot of fans would say that NXT Black and Gold was great, and you know, it was the show, it was the NXT. But I would argue with that maybe. I think the colorful version of NXT is pretty good as well. And if you look at the progress that they're making and the kind of shows they're putting on and the ratings that they're drawing, they're actually doing well. And if you look at, if you want to compare it, I mean, this colorful NXT 2.0 has 2 weekly shows. NXT Gold and Black had 1. So I guess they're already winning here. And with that being said, James says that Triple H has a great mind for wrestling. He really does. Really does. And True says Kemp wins. True. I don't know about you, but I don't know if I'm way too behind. But for me, that match went on for way too much. And as we can see here, Kemp ultimately has got to be picking up the win, I think. Yeah. He has to. He's got to. I can't believe how delayed my thing is, because right now for me, this match is still going on. And, wow, it's still going on for me. Kemp is on the receiving end. I can't believe it. Bobby says 2-0, and True says Kemp wins. You guys are spoiling it for me right now. I love Joe Gacy's heel work. Marcus, it's hard to deny how good of a heel Joe Gacy is. He really is good. Really brings it out there whenever he's out there. I mean, the work that he's done with Bron Breakker right now. I'm so glad that he's involved with Bron Breakker, because he's going to get that spotlight. And the stuff that he's doing with his father and whatnot is crazy. His father, by the way, is appearing on a regular storyline on WWE television, I believe, after 19 years. So that speaks volumes. And the WWE has to be really invested and really has to have a lot of faith in Joe Gacy to give him such a big deal of a storyline. So good for him. He's a creepy guy. I really get creeped out whenever I see him smiling while he looks into the camera or talking. Creepy guy. But I love his heel work for sure. If Triple H could get back in charge NXT, that it will improve. I believe that he's back now. I do believe so. I believe that he's once again running the show. He's having his creative input, you know, in the show. So I think he really is running the show right now, brother. And I can't believe it. Hey, yo, man, how's everyone doing? Anthony, good to see you. Everyone is doing well. Yo. I hope you're doing well, brother. And as we can see, big belly to belly. Now, I don't know, Bobby and True, how are you watching this? Because for me, this match is still going on, guys. Still going on, all right? And Kemp is still going strong. I'm looking forward to watching Tatum Prexley on NXT Level. Me too, Bobby, me too. And Kemp is now finally going for the cover. And it's still a kick out. I don't know, guys. What show are you watching? Because for me, this one's still going on. Am I way too delayed? Everybody here, is the show still going on for you? Let me know. And Kemp gets him up on his shoulders. And a reversal right there. Into the corner. Gacy reminds me of a mix. That's right. 100%. And that's why I say it all the time. I would love to see a feud between Gacy and Kevin Owens in the future. I would love to do that. All right, True. Thanks for that. You were picking Kemp. Thanks for that. Thanks for the clarification. I thought that was I thought it was very delayed, and I was getting nervous. But thank you for that. I'm not delayed. We're still on point, on par. Thank you for that. But yes, Marcus, I totally agree with you. Gacy is a very weird combination between Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt. Very twisted in the head. Now, I don't know how creative he is. Is he just as creative as Bray Wyatt is? Or is he really out there and can really charm the audience and work with the crowd like Kevin Owens can? We don't know that. So we have a lot to see from Gacy, and he has a lot to prove. I mean, so far, he's been so good, but, you know, there's a lot for him to prove. So we'll see what happens. But looking forward to this feud that's going on right now between himself and Bron Breakker. By the way, True, your prediction is coming true, brother, because Kemp is going for the cover. Go for the 1, 2, and 3. True, you were absolutely right. Kemp gets the win. 2-0. Beautiful stuff. This was a good match. I mean, this guy Kemp proved his dominance, and he's good. The way he moves in the ring, pretty damn good. By the way, the guy who's ringside really caught me off guard for a second. I thought, is that Jake Paul? And you know what? He could very well be making it his way back to the WWE. I mean, Logan Paul is definitely going to be at WrestleMania 39. He planted the seeds for his match at WrestleMania 39. You know, I mean, the few weeks ago at WrestleMania 38, he planted the seeds for that to happen. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing Logan Paul at WrestleMania 39 and perhaps even Jake Paul. It has to happen. It's taking place in Hollywood. These two brothers will be there for sure. I'm not looking forward to it, but I know they'll be there. By the way, one more thing. Jake Paul made history. He won a Guinness Book of World Record because he wore a Pokemon card. It was his pendant, basically. He wore a Pokemon card to the match. And that Pokemon card is worth, I believe, $4 million, if I remember it correctly. That one Pokemon card is worth $4 million. And he made Guinness Book of World Record for owning the most expensive Pokemon card ever, which is absurd. How does a card cost $4 million? I have a lot of Pokemon cards, you know, just from my childhood, just thrown out there. I don't even know how much they cost. I don't know. I could be a millionaire right now, but one card costing $4 million is absurd to me. Is absurd. And I was picking Kent, thanks for that. And breaking news, Shawn Michaels and the Deadman, The Undertaker are running NXT. Triple H, Road Dogg are running the main roster. Okay, you know what? Crazy. If The Undertaker is also running NXT, that is beautiful. And you better believe it, that NXT is in good hands with Michaels and Taker. NXT is in wonderful hands. And Triple H running the main roster, I believe the show's only going to get better. I don't know what happened last week on Raw, though, but the show's only going to get better if Triple H is running the main roster then. All right, that's right, Bobby. It's going to be the Tatum Praxley match. Could be the main event, right? Yeah, it has to be the main event. We have like 10 more minutes before the show goes off the air, so this is the main event of the night. And Grayson Waller, NXT, big WWE star. That's right, absolutely. He's a huge star, and, you know, he's got his buddy with him who used to be Veer Mahan's buddy at one point. I keep forgetting, that's right, Sangha. Sangha is his name. So Grayson Waller, really a big star. And when he goes to the main roster, I think he's going to stay a big star. And Clay says, it's okay. I can't wait for the picture. That's right, Clay. Picture is going to be here. It's going to be here. And with that being said, Tatum Praxley, I mean, you cannot look at her and deny that she is such a star. It's so crazy because there are so many people on NXT right now who are just so damn good that it's hard to argue that they're not going to make it big. I mean, it seems like every single one of them will make it big. If you just saw Roxy, even the lady who was wrestling Roxy was super impressive. And we're just seeing right now Praxley looking super good. And Kyna James coming out. Let's see what Kyna James is all about. And Bobby says Tatum Praxley is my pick to win. I think so too. I think Tatum's gotta win here, but let's see what James gonna be here, because as she makes her way here, looking super confident. Let's see what happens. All right, she's definitely got the moves for sure. Age of a Dream match is Roxy versus Casey. I love Casey too, Bobby, but the one thing about Casey is that she's very, very injury prone, right? She gets injured a lot, so hopefully we get that under control, and you know, I mean, she gets better soon. And she's back in the ring, and I'd love to see a Roxy versus Casey match for sure. And James says, I said SmackDown had a Triple H feel to it. Yes, you did say it. You did say it. No wonder, right? Thanks for that, Jason. Thanks for breaking the news for us. That's beautiful. And with that being said, right here, look at Tatum going at it right now. Tatum is a star. I mean, we're slowly seeing more and more of her. I believe we're going to be seeing Tatum Praxley versus Natalya next week on NXT, so that's going to be a big match in itself. Looking forward to it. Yeah, Tatum Praxley versus Natalya is happening next week. The first time I saw her on NXT Level Up, I was like, she is a star. She's got to make it big. And that's exactly what she's doing. Also, the referee, by the way, is one of my favorite. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Ivy Nile is here, and she never misses NXT Level Up. Ever since Level Up made its debut, Ivy Nile has been here for every single show. Respect to her. And True says Paxley is his win. I love that. Adam versus Adam coming up. All right, Renegade. It's fasten your seatbelts, because that is one good match, brother. Fasten your seatbelts. Nobody spoiled it for Renegade. Let him watch it. Let him enjoy it. But a very good match for sure. And Paxley gets her up on the shoulders, gets James up. Even the referee in this match is my favorite. She is great, super professional, really on top of her game. Yeah, I got a lot of respect for this referee too. Right, and James is trying to turn the tables around with a big kick, or big knee, by the way, to the gut. Actually, a series of knees to the gut right there. Paxley is down, but Paxley needs to do better. If she wants to hang around the big stars like Natalya, she's got to do better against the rookies. So, Paxley, come on, you can do it. And a big kick out from Paxley as we speak here. Ivy Nile looking on, and Paxley locked in a submission hold as we speak here. Let's see. And the referee checking on her, making sure she's still in the game, and Ivy Nile looking on. This is great. Ivy Nile, by the way, when she goes to the main roster, who sees her being a top star? Do you see big things for Ivy, or do you not? Let me know. AJ, what did you think of the... AJ, what do you think was the match of the year in 2021? James, you're catching me off guard here. 2021, the match of the year. There have been so many matches that I feel like they deserve to be up there. But I believe, from what we've seen 2021 in terms of the hype, in terms of everything, just the storytelling and everything basically, I have to say, even though I don't think that I enjoyed the match a whole lot itself, but just the hype going into it and how fans were excited for it, I have to say it was perhaps the CM Punk versus Darby Allin match, because again, not the best match in terms of the match quality, but how eagerly fans were looking forward to that match, because it was supposed to be CM Punk's first match in like 7 years. So there was a lot of anticipation around it. That is why I would say it was perhaps one of the best matches in terms of the anticipation, in terms of the build-up. But in terms of match quality, nah, nowhere near that. But what about you, James? What do you think was the match of the year? What match had the people talking the most in 2021? Let me know. I'm looking forward to watching NW Power this coming Tuesday for sure. Me as well, and I'm loving NW Power. We're gonna be watching it together this Tuesday. I would like to see Tatum Praxi versus Tiffany Stratton. Me too. Yeah, Tatum Praxi versus everybody. Tatum Praxi versus the world. And with that being said, Tatum Praxi picks up the win. Beautiful stuff. And Ivy Nile is standing there without a smile on her face. No grin, no smirk. She's standing there, just with a poker face. Angry. She looks angry, actually. Wow. Paxley has got to be a star. Yeah, the way that they're, pushing her and having her involved in feuds and, people coming in on her, mid-match. I mean, this is great. Paxley has got to be such a star. Bryan versus Omega, that's right. Such a good match, for sure. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And 3-4, that's right. You guys were all invincible here. Everybody, actually. I think everybody got the predictions right for NXT Level Up. Good stuff. And just like I said, this coming WrestleMania Backlash, whoever gets the most predictions correct is once again gonna go home with some prize. So make sure you get the most predictions right so you win big. This WrestleMania Backlash. And with that being said, Level Up is over, and what a great night we had here. And True with a fantastic score of 7-1. Beautiful stuff, True. Beautiful stuff. And Bobby with a 3-0 as well. Great stuff, guys. We had a lot of fun. Time just flew by because we've been watching this for about 3 hours and 30 minutes. We first watched Rampage, what an incredible show. We watched SmackDown, a good show, and Level Up, a nice little dessert at the end of it. It was nice. And Renegade says, is Texas Deathmatch like a last man standing? That's right. So basically, no pinfalls, no submissions. Somebody has to give up or has to be incapacitated, from what I believe. So that's exactly what's happening here. So Renegade, you enjoy the match. Let me know how you like it. And we'll be talking about it tomorrow when we meet for AEW Battle of the Belts. We'll talk about how much you like the match, and we'll talk about it. Thank you so much once again, guys. And Bobby says right there, I would like to see Kylan King except Deanna Perez. I would love that as well, Bobby, for sure. James, thank you so much. You all have a great night. Take care. And yes, Bailey picture for sure. Clay, I'll be prepared with the Bailey picture tomorrow. Thank you once again, guys, so much for being here, spending your Friday night with me. Tomorrow we'll be here for Battle of the Bells. Until then, I hope you all have a very nice Eastern weekend with all of your family, with your friends, with your loved ones, and you spend this weekend doing what you love. Thank you guys so much. You take care, and I'm gonna be seeing you tomorrow for Battle of the Bells. Thank you, James. Thank you, everybody. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.